We went back to the woods behind your house.
You saw the tree. The babies.
You mean the carvings?
They're not carvings. That's where she took the babies.
Oh, what you're telling me, Mr. Sterling. You also told me she was flying at you through the trees.
I saw something tonight.
So, it'll be time to go to the sacred forest.
I can't believe what I just saw.
I need the child.
Don't let that woman back in your house.
Before the blood changes.
Take your hands off my baby.
Welcome to Midnight Cinema, your deep dive into horror films, sci-fi movies, cult classics, new and old. Warning everybody, there's spoilers ahead. I am Art Hennessy in San Diego, California.
And I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. I'm Eric Rodenheiser in Salem, Massachusetts. And
Somebody's got to speak for the trees, Eric.
Somebody
has got to, because otherwise corrupt individuals will get involved with the trees if we're not careful, right?
Well, I don't know if they're corrupt, but they're very devoted.
Very devoted.
Tree huggers.
Yes. So, Eric,
Yeah.
the reason we're talking about trees is because this week we are talking about the movie The Guardian, released in 1990, directed by William Friedkin, starring Jenny Seagrove, Dwyer Brown, Carrie Lowell, and Brad Hall.
Brad Hall.
Yes, I was surprised when that popped up, but we'll talk about it. So,
Yeah.
Eric, The Guardian is, once again, I'm going to say, a William Friedkin film.
Well, who's
Friedkin.
William Friedkin, Art? Because we're a bunch of dopes. We don't know.
Yeah, well, William Friedkin has made some really great movies that are still considered incredible movies today.
Like what?
In the 70s. Little film called The Exorcist. You might have seen The Exorcist in your life.
Yep.
1974. The French Connection.
What's that one? I don't know that one. Oh, yeah. Oh.
The French Connection. Yeah, so he has those big ones. And then he made a movie before this, The Guardian. He made a movie called Sorcerer, which actually is another movie of his where the title does not really convey what the movie's about at all. And Sorcerer, for those of our listeners who might not know, it is a really good movie. It's about a bunch of men in South America. They're all criminals from all over the world, but they come to live there sort of below the radar. And it's a really rough existence, but they get the opportunity to make a lot of money by transporting very, very delicate dynamite, sort of nitroglycerin across all these really horrible roads in South America. And so it was all filmed on location with an amazing set pieces of the trucks going over rope bridges, things like that. But here's the problem, Eric. This was supposed to be his next massive movie, and it is a really good movie, like I said. I always love this little trivia. I'm just going to say, because I don't know, we're going to talk about William Friedkin a lot on this podcast. His cinematographer called him from a cinema. He had just seen a movie that was opening the weekend before Sorcerer was opening, and he got the advanced preview. And he was calling him from Mann's Chinese Theater, and he called William Friedkin, and he said, "We are completely screwed." Because the movie he just watched was Star Wars.
Yep.
So William Friedkin's big movie was released right after Star Wars came out, and it just died. And so his career got a little rougher after that, because it was kind of a bomb. But he kept making movies. William Friedkin is a great director, kept making movies all the way through his life. And he has a lot of interviews throughout history. The reason I'm coming around to this, Eric, is in his memoirs that he wrote, his sort of autobiography, there are only 2 movies that he doesn't talk about at all. And one of them is The Guardian.
Well,
there's like nothing. He had nothing to say about The Guardian.
Well, Art, I mean, sometimes you just got to dive into a good movie like this with a 35 Metascore critics rating and 5.4 out of 10, on IMDb. Everybody knows I chose it. That's why if we fail, it's on me. I get it. I understand. Fun fact, artist, I don't think This is the first time I've seen The Guardian. How about that?
Really? Oh,
How
wow.
about that?
I only saw it when it came out. I did see it in theaters. It came out. I was excited. William Friedkin, a horror movie? That's kind of the way it was billed from the person who brought you The Exorcist. And the poster was a woman silhouetted behind with a big sort of head thing. An image that does not appear in the movie. I'm just going to be clear right out. It doesn't really appear a lot in the movie. But I was excited. Eric. And I was kind of let down.
Defense, he said The Exorcist is not a horror movie. It's not a horror movie. It's a story of survival. I don't know.
And my last William Friedkin thing, Eric, is I was just so curious to find anything. He did a director's commentary in like 1999 for The Guardian, which I listened to.
Oh, no. Oh,
Eric,
no.
Eric,
no.
Do not seek it out, everybody.
No.
Because he does not actually talk about The Guardian while he's on the commentary. 90% of the commentary is him talking about other movies and making movies. And it's great William Friedkin stuff. It's great filmmaking stuff. But only occasionally, Eric, will he glance up at the screen, I think, and go like, oh, yeah, that's right. I hired that actor. I saw him in an off-Broadway play, and I hired him. Like, they sort of blow through the special effects and you don't, there's not, even on the director's commentary.
He's like that, Art. I watched, it was 17 minutes long, and it was him talking about The Guardian. And I think 14 minutes of it was him talking about something else. I found myself going, shut up, Friedkin. Shut up. I don't want to hear one more word about you hiring actors and just by a feel that you have from them. Shut up. Tell me about the tree. I want to hear about the tree and the nudity.
I know. I was like, how did they build this tree? Everything. I was looking for anything. So we should get into it, Eric.
All right, let's do it.
Because there's not a lot out there for us to fill people in on. So,
well, you know what, Art? There is now, because it's you and me.
It's you and me working through this, Eric.
Yeah.
Just to set the stage for you, though, it was supposed to originally be a Sam Raimi movie. He was the first director attached.
Could have been very, very different movie. And it also could have not had the supernatural element to it. So who knows? But this is the one we got.
This is the one we got. Okay. So, Eric, let's start in. We open with some text on the screen, a lot of reading to start this movie. And I'm just here we go, Eric.
Do it.
For thousands of years, a religious order known as the Druids worshipped trees, sometimes even sacrificing human beings to them. New card. To these worshippers, every tree has its guardian spirit. Most are aligned with goodness.
Aww.
Some embody the powers of darkness and evil. Are you ready for a horror movie, Eric? Most of them are good. So don't worry about it. But some embody the powers of darkness and evil. So I'm like, couldn't you just be like, some of them embody that? Like, I think, were they trying to be nice to? I know you are in Salem, so I know with witchcraft and druidism, it's very important that people know that it's a religion that's not evil or anything. And so even here, do you think they're trying to just put in there like, look, people who worship trees aren't all evil?
Well, all of the tree worshipers that I have on my street, because I have a lot of trees, there's a lot of the tree worshipers, and really only one guy's an asshole. So yeah, I think like every single tree has an entity looking out for it.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Think about that. Every tree, do bushes have one? Like smaller entities that protect the bushes?
And how does it work with Christmas trees then?
Holy shit. Oh, Art, all those Christmas trees are apparently the protectors aren't doing their jobs. Every tree, Art, every goddamn tree has one. So we're going to probably play with that quite a bit.
And then, we come in with our opening, The Guardian. And boy, Eric, I'll tell you, that first sting, you're like, this is horror movie music. This is, all right, it's getting you a little little juice there. I'm like, okay, back on track. This is my thoughts, right? I'm like, ooh. But then as the credits go on popping off, the score sort of segues into a more of a jazzy 80s action riff. And I'm like, what's going on here? I at least those are just my initial thoughts.
The tone changes a little bit, but at least we get hit with an awesome owl at the opening.
He is awesome. This is pre-CGI, Eric, so that's a real owl.
It's a real
that's
owl. I don't get the owl bit at all.
We'll talk about it.
But it's a very nice yard. They have you're going into a very nice yard. And Orsina did not watch this, but my gardening druid, she's got to be a druid. She's got to be like responsible for thousands of trees. But she will know. She will say, Eric, those are fake. All those plants and flowers on the tree, it's fake.
A husband and wife are in this house and they're packing for a trip. And they have 2 kids, an older boy and an infant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The boy's like, what? He's 5.
Mm-hmm.
And if you thought Danny from The Shining was creepy, this kid unintentionally he needs to be, I think he should be tested. Just because, and in a good way, everyone. I just think this kid's something's up. And Art, why this is going to be baby diaper thing for me? It's not underwear. For me, I've had 2 babies.
Yes,
the baby is wearing just a diaper. I just want to point that out right now. We got baby, no blankets, in a diaper, like 4-week-old baby. And I thought, why does this kid not have any clothes on? Just pointing that out.
One thing William Friedkin did talk about, because he likes casting Eric so much, is casting kids for the movie, working with kids. And he said, I'm just always surprised. He goes, people with twins, he goes, I just think every time I think, it's going to be hard to find this. He goes, and then I'm just always shocked in LA about how many parents are willing to put their twins in a movie.
There's no $sign there.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Shocked.
So yeah, we're getting really quick the feeling that there's a husband and wife. So the mom and dad, they're rushing around packing. They pack Stephen King's It.
Why did they focus hard on this? I have that copy.
Yes.
Like, why are they focusing on that?
This is a horror movie, maybe to announce or
they're just making sure you know.
And they pack it just really nicely right in the center of the suitcase, Eric.
Yeah.
I was like, it almost read like product placement in a way.
Yes. Good call. Yeah, you always pack the book right in the center, not in your travel bag.
At this point, would Stephen King have been doing cocaine with William Friedkin? Maybe at this point, who knows? But we also noticed there's somebody else in the house too, but we're not seeing their face. There's another woman going around. She's aside from the mom, and she's bustling around, but sort of with the kid, and reaches in the thing and takes the baby formula out and throws it in the trash.
Yeah, and we get a POV from the trash. Is the trash alive?
But did you notice in this movie, Eric, I'll just say right up front, that POV is also used as the baby POV?
Exactly. That's why I'm saying we get POVs of babies all the time, like the baby's an active watcher. But is the trash an active watcher? The trash is like, shit, don't put that in there. It's gross. Yeah. But I want to point out the older brother who's 5 is reading a story to the baby, and I believe the baby's on the ground. 4-week-old baby is next to his 5-year-old brother on the ground.
Yes.
And he's reading the story of Hansel and Gretel. But if you watch carefully, Art, he's not reading the story. He's got his hand over the book. So this kid's memorized the story of Hansel and Gretel.
Well, he's got to hold open the book, Eric, because this is like a pop-up book that is so amazing. The things that pop up. You're like, how would that fit in the book? That it's a tree, it's a gigantic tree pops up out of the book.
Yeah, I love me a good pop-up book. We've had several here at the Rodenheiser Amsler nursery, tree nursery. But I will point out, Art, the witch's cottage in Hansel and Gretel does not look like a tree. It's a candy cottage. So I was, first of all, upset that they changed it to a tree. Why didn't they just tell another story?
So we're already right, Eric. We got an owl outside the house. And then we got Hansel and Gretel. So they're setting up they want to set up a Grimm's fairy tale vibe around
I
this
guess
story.
that's, yeah. Because you know how owls, you're in California, you know how owls are always roosting.
They're always
in your
out there.
trees.
During the daytime too, because this is still daylight out.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they leave. The parents leave. They head out, right? And so right away, almost this babysitter or whoever's here, this woman, we don't really get a good look at her face. I did notice on my second watch she's brunette.
Yeah, she has very curly hair. Yeah,
very curly hair, brunette. She grabs the baby out of the crib.
Yep.
Yeah. And we see her lean down, baby POV.
Baby POV?
Oh, imagine if the baby had like the Terminator stuff going.
Oh, Art, that would have been, let's just add that. Posing a threat or not.
Right.
Whether the clothing fits, perfect match, Nanny. Oh, Art, you just made this so much better.
But mom and dad aren't too far away and she forgot her glasses. So they got to turn around.
Yep.
So they
comes home. The baby is gone. She does this mom look like she's going down the stairs because she found her glasses. And then she does it like, oh, I'll just check on my kids one last time. And guess what? Our baby is gone.
It's like,
And so it's the woman, whoever it is gone, I guess, right?
yeah. And then we're cutting into woods and we see that woman has the baby and there's a tree, Eric. It's a big old tree.
Creepiest tree. Yes.
Well, you've said that before, Eric.
Okay.
So I need you right now. Okay. The sarcasm in your voice, I didn't catch it. Because I'm like,
you can tell that this is not a tree that would be in these woods. It's just,
yes,
there's no other trees like it, but it's a big ass tree with a lot of roots and don't know if you can see it right now, but and a butthole.
I didn't see the butthole.
Well, I'll point it out.
But they always, with trees, they always try to make something look like an eye or eyes on it. Like they always have to try and do that.
Yeah, there's kind of indented eyes and a possible mouth and a butthole. So it has a complete... It can see what it eats and then just poop it right out.
And so she's sort of laying the baby down there.
And she's she's wearing a different outfit. It looks like what you saw on the cover, I guess. It's a robe. It's a druidic kind of a robe, but her face is conveniently covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's in reflection in the water. Mm-hmm. And she says, the blood of the child is ready. The cycle is complete.
Yes, it's pure. The blood's pure now. Oh, but we also get a jump scare baby. We get a jump scare with the baby.
Also, Eric, I do want to say here, there is some intriguing stuff even right here when they show some wide shots of that tree and we see there are wolves kind of around the bottom of it and the baby's there. That's good stuff. I like it. It really does give a Grimm's fairy tale sleepy hollowish vibe when they show in the tree at night in those sort of things with nature and wolves around the bottom. I want the movie to live there. I want it to go more in that direction.
That's
right?
what I want to, Art. So things to point out where the you guys listening, what would be fun here doesn't happen. But she holds up the baby. For a 4-week-old baby, and it kind of disappears from her hands like that. It's just gone. And then you see, which is creepy, is the baby's face and a little bit of its hands is now part of the bark of the tree. So it looks like a tree bark carving of a baby. But what I wanted really to see, because this is a rated R movie.
I know.
I wanted to see that baby get absorbed into the tree. And that would have been so effing creepy. But they just are like, nope, baby's in the tree. So she sacrificed. She put the baby became part of the tree, is what I'm picking up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she says that I can't. I'm trying not to do it like the Emperor from Star Wars, but I'm gonna. The cycle is complete. Begin another. What?
Yes, begin another. And so,
What cycle?
like I
then?
said, she's been kneeling. We see her reflection, and then in her reflection, it looks like her reflection in the water turns into a wolf. Like you sort of see a wolf in the water. Yeah,
I
so
thought it was just a wolf. I was like, oh, the wolf is with her.
No, I think it's right where she's kneeling, and so
that'll be important later.
Yes, exactly.
Or will it?
And that's it. Now we're gonna cut to job interview.
Oh.
Now we're going to cut to what they always have to do in these movies because we're going to meet a new couple, Eric, just moving to LA from Chicago. He's an advertising executive, and they're going to move into a new house. See how I'm speeding things along this week, Eric?
Oh my God, you did a great job because really that's all we need to know. And that we get a glimpse of fun actor Jose Ferrara. I mean, not
Miguel.
Jose. Miguel,
known from RoboCop. He's sort of the sleazy guy in RoboCop.
Yeah, but he's just in this. I'm just letting you know he's in the movie if you like Miguel.
But he just warning, he's not in it that much.
No,
he
he's
needs
not.
to be in it more.
No,
why he doesn't get involved with the tree, I have no idea.
Yeah, he should get involved with the tree.
He should.
Yeah, so you said they're moving into the new house, and I got confused here, Art, because I thought they were moving into a piece of junk. Because when they go into the door,
Eric,
the door has 2 out of 3 hinges.
Did they never see it? Did they never see it before they bought it? Like
it's the front door of the house. You think that'd be the first thing they fixed? Well, we might want to fix this door before we have people move in, huh?
Eric, the top hinge is off.
It's off.
The door.
The second one is barely hanging on. It's just... So you think it's a piece of junk, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
And I think we get ripped off too because moving along, they have sex by the fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
But we only see they're snuggling after sex. We don't see any of the sex. Who doesn't show sex by the fireplace?
It's shot well.
You're
it's
supposed
shot well,
to do
Eric. It looks good, but yes, sex by the fireplace.
I wanted to see
on the stone floor.
On the stone floor. Yeah. No bearskin rug. They're just like, you know what?
No, just a couple of blankets.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is... And they're snuggled up on this fire in LA. They're snuggled up with all these blankets. When I say shot well, I just mentioned, I think it's shot well with that red light. And we do start to notice in the production design, this house got some windows. This house is like one of those glass LA houses that's nestled into the woods. So you get the feeling of woods encroaching on the house.
Gosh.
Everywhere you see a shot of the window, there are trees.
Yeah.
It almost, at times, it almost makes you feel like the trees are in the house. You probably noticed all that. Yeah,
I did. Yeah. It's like they have, it's like they're a greenhouse, but they planted everything outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're getting that, but this is where we learn that, she's preggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a cute little back and forth here. I'm trying to be like you are. No, they had a nice rapport joking about the baby.
And probably good to introduce the actors here. Dwyer Brown, who I think is a good, decent actor, but he never, it's like he worked a lot, but he's not. And then Carrie Lowell would go on to be a Bond girl, License to Kill. She's definitely in that. And she was for a while one of the assistant DAs on Law and Order. She was on there.
Everybody in the 90s also on Law and Order?
No, she was one of the main. She's one of the main lawyers.
I know, but we just did a podcast, and you're like, by the way, on
no, that was L.A. Law. I think you're thinking of.
It's the same thing.
But she's married. She was married to Richard Gere for a long time. Yeah. So
Richard Gere was married to like 7 people, though, wasn't he? Sorry, Richard, if you're listening. I don't know how many people you're married to. But she's a painter, right? He's a graphic. Does what do you call it? He does graphic commercials. What do we call it? Advertising.
He does commercials, but he does it's so weird because none of this matters.
No, it doesn't matter.
He does public service announcements in the advertising arena.
But they're so cool, Brewster.
But I caught that. Eric, but this big flashy advertising agency in LA wants to hire him to do public service announcements, I guess,
Yeah.
public service ads. Maybe the city's got a big contract with them or something.
They
but
do.
She's an interior decorator.
Okay, so that's why she's painting this. I want to point out, Art, that they really focus on what she's painting and the style of her painting. So she's painting a not abstract, but very loose, organic tree.
Yes.
Tree with the background is still like whitish. So she's just painting a tree. Because we don't
new
get
nursery.
hit over the head with trees in this movie at all.
And it's weird because when the camera pulls back, there are trees outside the window of where she's painting this tree. So we have trees inside and trees outside.
I want a tree.
I think this movie's trying to tell us something about trees.
Trees. We speak for the trees, Art, and the podcast.
And she's an interior decorator, so she's really excited when they meet the guy who built the house, Eric. He just walks around the neighborhood and walks into houses because he built them.
Ned.
Ed.
Ned. I have Ned.
Ned. You're right.
You know
Ned,
what I also
the architect.
have? You know what I also have for this scene?
Yes.
I in my notes, I bet you don't know what I have for note, but it's
Does it begin with an S and end with a P?
Yep.
Yeah.
He should be named Skip. He should be named Skip instead of Ned. Because I think we can just skip it.
And it's too bad. But I will say this is the actor Brad Hall, who some people might know. He was on SNL and wrote a lot for SNL.
Yeah, he's
wrote a lot on sitcoms. I think he's a good actor, and he's a fun actor. I was surprised when he was in this movie, but he's the architect, and he comes over, he's like, "Oh, I'll fix this door for you."
Yeah.
I'm like, the architects come and fix the door.
I know the smallest part is putting some screws in. He's like, I can fix that for you because I designed the house.
And an earthquake happens while they're meeting him.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Yes.
And then
that's true.
Eric, I do have to call this out. So after the earthquake, he's like, "Ooh, that felt like a 4 or something." And then he wants to make sure that his house is still stable. So he kind of pats the walls in a couple of places right where he's standing. But seriously, as if, still good.
Oh, the foundation feels steady. And you think that this earthquake has to do with something.
Yes.
But no, I don't think it's gonna.
And Eric, you and I mentioned it was supposed to be one thing, this movie, then another thing. And then William Friedkin got a couple of ideas. And I think you're right. I think there were a lot of things that they wanted in this movie and they couldn't. And then it was time to film it and no more times.
So,
for
you know what?
rewrites.
We got to stop trying to put a story together. Let's just shoot it.
Yeah. So,
but they do. I don't know. We're introduced to this guy. That's all.
Yeah.
Like you
he's
said,
the architect, Ed. He lives right down the street.
Ned Art. It's
Ned.
Damn
I want to call him.
You're going to ruin the whole podcast.
Okay.
Skip. His name is Skip.
Then let's skip to the birth and to get that over.
Yeah, and
kid's born.
Birth.
They filmed an actual birth. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That kid's getting residuals, I bet.
Is he? I wonder. That's amazing. I mean, I can't imagine William Friedkin is like, I don't know, found a woman that wanted to give birth on screen.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Good timing, I guess. I can't believe how many women are having babies and ready to go.
Now, then they're going to have a discussion about finances. We're cutting forward a couple of months.
They're looking for, they got to get childcare. And I was so excited when you sent me a text because then I just ate up that whole visual that you gave me. They're looking
through the yellow pages. They're looking through
the
yellow pages. Yeah.
To
look for somebody to take care of the baby.
So there's a bunch of advertisements there. One of them, I think you made me notice, it was called Baby Walkers. I was just trying to picture how that works. We'll walk your baby. Would it be like
walkers.
baby pushers?
Baby walkers, yes.
Yeah.
And it has like silhouettes of women in governess outfits walking with baby prams. Like
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Eric, I was going to tell you, I wanted to wait till the podcast. I was going to text you. Is this movie basically Mary Poppins if you think about it? Is this?
All right. We could look at it that way. It's like, it doesn't have music.
It should though. It
Yeah.
should have
Yeah.
music. It
I'll
should
take
have
care
songs.
of your baby. I'll bring it to the woods. Do, 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 do. Yeah. But there's other advertisements that you pointed out to me. These are all for like nannies.
Nannies. There's one that's simply called Baby Agency. The picture is a nanny dressed up in sort of the black outfit, and she's holding up a finger to a baby. It's a cartoon, and she's holding up her finger like, don't do that. And behind her, she is holding a comically large wooden mallet behind her back.
Yes, she looks like she's out of a Popeye cartoon. Like if olive oil became a deadly nanny. What is that saying to you? That advertisement is, oh, we'll take care of your baby one way or another. Yeah. I mean, and then the other one, the description was babysitters, domestic companions. I'm like, wait, what is happening here? You know, you like go to that massage parlor. It's like, oh, we'll do massages. Oh, we'll take care of your baby.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of work put into those advertisements.
A lot of work of us. I mean, this is like 1 2-second shot in the movie, and you and I just broke down the whole.
But it's just it's comical.
Yeah,
crazy.
But their ad, they're like, let's call this place. This is the voiceover we're hearing while we're seeing the page. And I'm like, well, it's called the Guardian Angel Agency. Is that theirs?
Yeah, I think it's Guardian Angels.
Guardian Angels. And it's a picture of a woman, the traditional governess dress holding a baby. But I'm like, good for Guardian Angels. Did you notice, Eric? They sprung for the extra red text.
They paid a little bit extra.
Stand out They paid a little extra. So the bigger ad and the colored text on the yellow.
Yeah. And they say they're California's largest. And I was like, largest what? What are they the largest nanny organization? What are they the largest?
Yeah. And they said, Eric, and the couple goes, oh, let's call them. They're right in Santa Monica. Like, why is that important to us? So let me ask you, you lived in LA. I live in California, but I live south. I live in San Diego. Where do you think this is taking place, where this house is? Where would you say this is in LA landscape?
To me, look, it could be a Santa Monica type of situation because there's a lot of plants and things in Santa Monica, but they're usually potted plants. You know, so I looked up where they shot it and I completely forgot, to be honest. But yeah, I can see this could be more Santa Monica-ish,
Malibu-ish,
like
that area.
Yeah, but there's a lot. It's like you're almost in a like Runyon Canyon or something. You're going up for a hike and you find all these trees.
And that's what I wanted to point out by asking that, Eric, is I think this movie. Here's another idea you could present in this movie, is this idea of wealthy people, because they seem to be doing well for themselves, this couple, even though it's a little tight because they're probably getting a big mortgage on that house with no door, with a broken door. But they're these wealthy people moving out into places where they're more isolated and there's more woods. And there's more of that around them. Like your neighbors are much farther away. But I don't feel like the movie, I feel like when they're in the interiors and showing us the trees encroaching, I'm getting that. But I just needed more of maybe a spring for a helicopter shot over or something to give us a sense of they're isolated. Yeah, isolated, right?
I do want to point out, Art, that the houses you're describing that have plants and things around them are usually on like the canyon roads, and they are expensive.
Yes,
houses. So they're both making bank. So let's not worry about.
They're doing well. Yeah.
And so, here's the next scene, which I'm squeezing into right now, is they have to take turns feeding the baby at night. And I know that routine. So I have to say, I thought they did a good job with like joking who's doing it next. And so they take turns. But let's face it, everybody, the dad should be doing it every effing night because that mom spent 9 months with a burden and then had to squeeze it out. So get up, Dad. Feed that baby.
Do it. So now we get our little Mary Poppins-ish montage, checking out nannies, right? Checking out the nannies are coming. We don't have a kids to write a letter.
Nope.
Their own little jingle.
Right.
But we're getting an array of nannies. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Likes trees, kills babies, looks very pretty, but is evil inside. No, children. No.
So we get a variety of accents here from the nannies.
Oh my gosh.
Sort of more of a South American Hispanic accent in there. And I don't know if they're trying to play on that as if that's weird. She's having trouble pronouncing Long Beach. And so I don't know if that's supposed to be funny to audiences back then, but I didn't.
Low B?
Yeah. It came off a little dated to me in the humor department.
But why do all the nannies have a different accent? Do they only hire people outside of the U.S.? It's kind of interesting. Like the next one's like, oh, yes, I love the comedies. I almost wanted a Mrs. Doubtfire here. Yeah. Like, it's Robin Williams going, oh, babies are my favorite.
And this is actually where we learned there is some dialogue in here. We learned that the wife, Kate, has been having trouble breastfeeding, trouble with the milk.
Who hasn't, Art? Who hasn't? But then you meet someone who has, I guess, she's from California, maybe, but Miss Russell?
Arlene, I remember is her first name, right? Is that,
Yeah, and all of them have something to say about kids. And she was saying, oh, yeah, basically just throw the kid in the water day one.
Offhanded, she's like,
throw him in the water.
Babies, they take to water naturally. You don't want to let them, don't want to let them lose that.
No.
Just, they said, you have a pool, get them in there. But then they have a cute little thing where I don't know if you've ever done this, Eric. You're just trying to decide something. You're like, okay, let's both say our thought on at the same time so that we're not prejudicing. So they wrote down the nanny that they liked the most, each of them, and they throw it up. And we don't actually hear the answer, but we're cued in because we cut to Arlene, the young woman that we just talked about, is riding her bicycle.
And we also, I do want to point out that we do get an interview with another person with these striking eyes who's English. But was it me, Art, or were the nannies getting progressively hotter as they were interviewing them?
So was the dad in charge? Like the dad, I don't
know.
Long Beach, she can't pronounce Long Beach.
But she seems programs. So efficient. No.
So yes, there's one woman that shows up.
Yeah,
and
it's English nanny with beautiful eyes. And I know you're cutting, which is good. I love that, Art, that you want to cut to the bike ride. But she says another thing that's weird. All the nannies say weird shit, but there's a POV of the baby. And then this nanny says, the milk comes from deep inside you. It's supposed to be watery. I'm like, why would you? Ooh, it's a little creepy. But she also says something that we have to remember. That's the only reason why I'm going backwards is she says, after 4 weeks, they're not baby cells anymore. She says she's like, they're not a baby anymore after 4 weeks.
Yeah.
The cells are different. But then they go with Miss, Miss Russell's what I call her. And you got your bike ride, just a regular bike ride through the canyon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she hits a significant pothole on her bicycle.
Yeah.
Like she must not have been. I mean, the canyons are beautiful, Eric.
Oh, they are. Yep.
You might be distracted by the scenery.
Sure.
But that pothole is not hidden. It's just right in your path. And she hits it and she goes flying off that bicycle.
Yep. Like a TV action show. Yeah.
Like A-Team when they'd have an explosion, the guys clearly jump off like a trampoline or like a kickboard.
Yeah.
She goes flying and then she lands hard. The sound design is like she lands hard on one of these just unusual cactuses that flow out. They're very unusual plants. You see them out here in California.
Yeah.
And
I believe just based on my knowledge, because my wife, I believe it's an unreasonably large aloe plant.
Aloe, great.
And she's dead. I mean, whatever she hit, she's bloody.
See, I thought when they pulled back, we were going to see that the spikes of it were through her or something.
Wouldn't that
but
be
they
cool?
Didn't, but they didn't do that. They didn't.
No.
Yeah, they didn't do that. I wonder if they didn't have enough money or time or something.
They had enough blood.
Yeah,
it takes you out of the movie for a second because you're like la la la, creepy, bloody girl.
Yeah.
So who do they go with? The first one, the Lobie, the woman who says Lobie.
No, they go with Miss Grandier, I think is her name, Grandier, and Camilla. She shows up. That's the one with the cool eyes. She has a grayish blue eyes, which are, Eric, it's interesting. This movie originally was based on a novel called The Nanny, which was going to be the title, but Friedkin's the one, I think, who changed the title from The Nanny.
Stupid. Should be The Guardian.
But that's right out of that source material in the book. I looked up about the book and I was reading some segments. And throughout the book, people talk about how her eyes are so interesting and gray and the way the color the blue that it's actually uncomfortable to maintain eye contact with her.
Yes. And
people. Yeah.
She is. I would say that she's unreasonably attractive. She has something alluring about her, and plus her English accent. But just something about her. If I was the wife, even if I trusted my husband explicitly, I'd be like, you know what? We're going with the woman who loves whatever that other thing was.
Her programs.
She loves the programs. I love my comedies. I would have gone with her.
Camilla, and she's going to be the nanny, and she's brought friends for the baby.
And so did you, Art. I want to see him again. Do you have them?
I do have them.
Show me the friends, the little stuffed animal friends that teach you. Oh,
this is Pollywog.
Oh,
right. This is Crocky.
Oh, because it's a crocodile.
And then
Pollywog. What's that one?
This is Al. No.
Oh, Al. This one's This one's Mike.
But she's brought the baby. We get the baby POV sort of a little bit again. Baby
POV not a little bit. It's all POV while she's doing POV of the baby.
And she's brought a couple of friends for him, little stuffed animals.
Yeah.
And one is one named, I didn't catch the name of the first one, Eric. But Holt.
I would have loved it if she had said, this is Holt,
Yes.
But it's Holt. Yeah.
Jamara. And then, is it Pyewacket?
Yeah, Pyewacket. I know. It sounds like it could go inappropriate, but it's a real name of a Pyewacket. It's a real.
And let's be clear. Holt is Holt a frog? Is Holt
a frog?
And then Jamara's a rabbit.
A rabbit. Yeah.
And then Pyewacket is an owl.
Yes, and these will come into play much later. Oh shit.
Yeah.
She's really making it like.
But Eric, they're going to be your bestest friends.
Yeah. Exactly. Bestest. Yeah. And Art, there is no clothes on that baby. Is it constantly 82 degrees in the house?
No.
It's got diapers.
I think they're doing that, Eric. So, Eric, do you think they're doing that to make the baby just look more vulnerable? Is that it? They're just, because I noticed that too.
I think they're probably doing it to piss off the newlywed mothers, going, why would you keep a 4-week-old baby naked?
So, to move things along, Eric, it's nighttime. And Phil can't sleep.
Nope.
Phil, the dad, can't sleep. He gets up, starts working. Got to work on those public service announcements.
Shirtless. He works shirtless, Art.
Shirtless. And he's seeing a shadow of a tree on his wall, Eric. Because we're supposed to think that's so unusual because there's trees everywhere in this house, outside this house.
But then another shadow appears. And my thought throughout this was not about the shadows. My thought was, does everyone wear no clothes in this movie? Because it's worth it. He's nice to look at. But
yeah.
And then you get an earthquake. It's our second earthquake, Art.
Yes.
So it's got to play into our plot here.
Well, he's listening to the radio. I do like this detail. He listens to the radio, and then the DJ goes like, "Ooh, did you feel that?" At the same time, the earthquake.
She does say it, Art, but it sounds like she's just talking to him. It was a little creepy. Did you feel that too?
It was a little, for those of you who have seen the Fog, Stevie Wayne.
Yes.
A little bit of Stevie Wayne.
Maybe it was Stevie Wayne.
Oh, they're in California.
Yes.
So they could be getting Stevie Wayne. I think she's up north, though.
She's at Spivey Point.
Yes.
Yeah, but he goes to check on the baby, Art.
Not
And
there.
It's missing. Remember we just had an earthquake? Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
So he goes to the bathroom.
Opens it up. Camilla's in the tub with the baby.
Yeah. Fully. Oh, she's naked.
And she doesn't seem to mind.
Not at all.
Not at all. Hello, Mr. Sterling. I think she doesn't even look up from the baby, right? She just says,
no.
Hello, Mr. Sterling. So it's almost like she senses he's there.
Yeah, I'm kind of not looking up from the baby either when I'm there's no quick cuts here. It's like thank you for that. But he's looking away-ish.
Well, she's just continuing. Jake is lucky to have a father. She says she never knew her father.
Oh, dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah, this is for another movie, Eric. This is for the movie that they're going to make a few years from now called The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Yeah.
That's that movie.
Yeah. But we might not necessarily be talking about that movie. It is a horror movie.
No.
Well, who knows, Art?
Right. But that movie, this feels like vestiges of that script, right? That we're getting clues about her background or something.
Yes.
I feel. Yeah.
But he goes and he catches, once he puts the baby away, he catches another look at her drying off. And as a viewer, she had one leg on the tub and she wasn't facing us. And I thought, awkward. That was my thought. Like, and she looks back at him like, doing. Right? So he's, he's peeping a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't like the way she was standing. I know this is going to sound weird, but I thought, what if she farted?
Sorry, I did that right into the mic. But my laugh almost sounded like that when it sounded.
That's the worst fart sound.
They could, thinking about what happens in this movie later. That could be with an echo effect, Eric. Like,
what was that? Is that an earthquake? No, the nanny farted. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wow, we went off.
So Phil goes back to work and falls asleep very unconvincingly.
Oh yeah.
It looks like somebody who's just learning acting, Eric.
Yep.
And they're like, okay, you're going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
It just looked so unconvincing to me for some reason.
I agree. It was, he's drawing and then he's just, and Art, there's that frickin' Hansel and Gretel book. Where did that come from? It's on
I guess it's there.
Is it there?
So I guess is it in the house? Okay, I wanted to ask you this because in the other house, there was a kid, the older kid had the book, the Hansel and Gretel book. And it seems like it's here, but we haven't seen it yet, right? This is the first time we're seeing that Hansel and Gretel book? Yeah.
Is it there? I don't know.
Yeah.
But now he looks and there's a tree in the house.
Yes.
With our favorite owl on it.
Yes, it's there. This owl's getting a lot of work. And I kind of like this, Eric. It's like the tree's now sort of inside the house. The baby, the baby, Jake, we should say the baby's name is Jake.
Baby Jake.
Baby Jake is down at the bottom. Is that baby Jake or is it another baby?
No, it's baby Jake. Naked. Baby Jake is naked.
Yeah. And then we see like yellow eyes coming out from sort of like a hollow in the tree behind where the baby is. I'm digging this. I think this imagery is scary, primal, looks good. I'm kind of digging this, Eric, I have to say.
I agree. Because then they do the eyes, it comes forward and it's an animatronic, but it looks great. It is a wolf, but it almost looks werewolfy. I really liked it. And I thought, oh, good. This is what I want. Forget the rest of the stuff. We've got some sexiness, some nudity. I mean, okay, I'll admit it. I like it in a horror movie. And then we got this creepy, dreamy sequence and stuff. Yeah. It's great.
And then it cuts. He's running from, and now he's sort of outside the house looking in. So I think it's playing this dream sequence that we're in here they're playing with the woods are outside, but now they're inside and he's outside. I think that's what this dream is playing with here.
Yeah, and he's running through the water. It's like a little river, and then
Yeah.
the tree's bloody.
Yeah.
Pouring out of the tree, which if you now, Art, want to rewatch it and you look where the blood is coming from, it
needs a colonoscopy. This tree
looks like
possibly.
a little.
Maybe it
puckery.
should get in there and get to its primary care.
Yeah.
To get to its guardian. It's
has
like
to
the
get-
people who take care of the trees.
Yeah,
Need
like,
to-
sorry. Yeah, you might want to take this pill. Yeah. So then they show you, Art, because he wakes from the nightmare. But the house that they're living in, the house with the no hinges door, it's quite awesome.
Yes.
It's a great California house, like you described, with the slants and windows and light and stuff. So
Well, it's cool. I didn't look up if it was actual house, and William Friedkin, I think, never frickin' mentions it.
Interior, no, they said.
No.
Interior, but
I thought-
exterior stuff. The interiors of the houses were sets.
Yeah, and they're well done. They look great. You're like, ooh, that is out, because they mentioned that this house was in Architectural Digest, and you're like, I believe it that this would be in Architectural Digest. So now we're cutting to the next day. It's daytime.
Well, you do hear in that dream, Camilla says, "Soon, Jake, soon.
Yes.
It will be time to go to the sacred forest." So I'm in right now.
Yeah, but I think, isn't that what we segue to, is she's talking to the baby out in a field. She's sitting there in a field with the baby.
Low flowers like Laura Ingalls style, and she's got she's loving the baby. She's feeding it formula. And you can see that she's like, you don't like this.
She's sort of very dismissive of it.
And then
she's wearing like is it like a blue?
Well, you know me.
I know.
Scoping out stuff. She's wearing pants.
Yes.
She's wearing jeans, but she's wearing one of those awesome 90s sweaters where it's just a little too short.
Yes.
Like it doesn't, like if you're cold, you can forget it. Your midriff is going to be cold all day. That's what she's wearing.
And then she's interrupted, Eric, by a beer opening. That's the first sound we hear. That's
now she's in an expensive area in California, and the three guys that show up remind me of like the punks in the Terminator.
Yeah,
right.
I want to talk about this just briefly.
Yeah,
because
do it.
It leads to these. So we got these three guys show up out of the woods. They come walking sort of from the tree line towards them. Towards her.
Yeah, not on a path, by the way.
No. And they're not, I want to be clear. They're not wearing camping outfits or hunting outfits.
No.
Like they were out there hunting. Like they're out, or they're workers or something out there.
They're on a stroll with beers, I guess.
One of them looks like I don't know, like the porn star Ron Jeremy or the he's that archetype of like Captain Lou Albano, like he's a heavy set guy, balding with long hair, biker.
Yeah, he's like the guy in Elf. The guy in Elf is like, could be another guy.
Yeah,
you know, the guy at the bar. I forget what his name was, but yeah, he doesn't. He's creepy.
Yeah, and so he's creepy. He's got a denim jacket on. Then there's another guy with a sort of a more stylish jacket and a big belt buckle, like a shiny silver belt buckle. He's wearing jeans. And then there's a guy who looks like he's on the non-equity national tour of Greece. And he came from the show with his costume on.
Yep. That's it, Art. They're taking a break from the tour, and these guys are like his roadies or something. And he's the guy who knocks up what's her name. That's it.
The Lou Albino guy looks like he'd be a roadie for like 38 Special or something, or ZZ Top or something like that. Yeah. So now the reason I wanted to go through that specifically, Eric, is they walk up and they start threatening her.
Yep.
Right. And I'm wondering, Eric, you already kind of touched on this. Why are they here? And then I always wonder this, Eric, in these movies when we get these roving sort of gangs. I'm like, I keep looking at these three guys and I'm like, how did they come together? Like, what's the story here?
Yes.
With these three guys?
I
What a-
think you've almost created it because I think like just down the street in LA, they're shooting the revival of Grease. And then the other two guys are sort of ADs or something, like gaffers.
yeah.
And he said, I'm going for a walk. Like, you can't go alone.
He's playing Kaneki, right?
Yeah,
He's playing
Kaneki,
like
Kaneki, yes. Yeah, 35-year-old Kaneki or whatever it is. Yeah. So that's
And
what
they're
I
just-
think is happening here, Art.
Yeah, because I'm always I see it in other movies too, and I'm like, how do they? What do they talk about when they're not here in this movie?
Yeah.
When they're
And
not,
how they took when you realize where she is technically, that we don't know.
she's in the
where-
middle of nowhere.
we don't-
There's
yeah.
nobody else around.
So
There's
they got
nobody-
dropped off by the limo or something.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
But they start like stealing her money. Like what's your guy? What did you call that guy's name? Dumbledore? No, he's stealing Hagrid stealing her money. What's in here? Oh, you got
Yeah.
money.
She doesn't seem too phased though. She doesn't seem scared. She doesn't seem
No.
right.
She even
doesn't
says,
seem-
stay away from me. I'm warning you.
Mhm.
And then your sweaty grease guy. What do you think? You know, when you go, Art, when you're like a punk, what kind of knife you're going to carry when you're a punk in LA? Something you could really conceal, I would imagine. Right?
I think my go-to would be, this may be different from everybody else.
Oh.
My go-to would be a like 3-foot long crocodile Dundee knife.
Like, yeah,
Right?
like a Bowie knife or something.
Bowie knife, shiny. That blade is, I keep it, just so you know. I keep that thing spotless. It's
Yeah.
like a mirror. It's like a mirror.
Yeah, you
When
don't
I-
even use it. You just take it for a walk every now and then, right?
But he didn't like her threatening.
No.
Yeah.
So he's very sweaty. And
Mhm.
he's like, another thing too, California. Is this in the summertime? This guy's not wearing a leather jacket outside. He goes, you warn me, I warn you, and pulls out your favorite surprise. It's your favorite knife that you carry, Art.
Yeah.
Not
Pulls
a little
that out.
blade. It's that giant Excalibur.
I was like game recognized game
Yep,
guy.
you knew it.
Yeah.
You called it, buddy.
But I don't. But then he really hits hard on the B word. He punctuates it with the. These guys like to use the B word and stuff like really hard. It kind of hits you actually. Like it's not casual. Like it does kind of make it kind of icky.
It is, but they're already completely, in my opinion, unbelievable.
They
Yes.
we don't know why they're there. Was their goal to get money and rob people? Were they out there for a picnic?
That's where I would go,
What were
Art. If I was looking to rob people, I would go right into the poppy field.
Because I'm like, it would be funny if they panned over and you saw where they had a picnic, like with a blanket and a basket,
Yeah,
and
they got a little
that was why they
trailer.
were really out there.
Yeah, they got a little half-pitch tent or something. They're knitting. It's a knitting club.
Like wine glasses.
Yeah.
Like a really nice picnic that they had.
Yeah.
And then they heard this woman talking, and they're like,
Yep. Well, let's go have a look.
So we're spending a lot of
He
time on
runs
these
away
guys.
though, and
She-
I keep
she
thinking,
runs off.
She's got the kid, right? And she's running through that river that apparently the husband dreamed about. And I kept thinking she is gonna drop that kid.
Yeah.
I mean, you running through a brook.
She's athletic. This actress is good. I like her. I know we're kind of making fun of the movie here.
Oh,
Jenny
no, she's
Seagrove
great.
is her name. She's fantastic, and she looks good running through
she
this
knows what
this
she's
water.
doing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the other guys, it's hilarious because they are falling, they're getting scraped, and they're still chasing her. But
They are
messed
determined.
up.
They are so messed up. And Eric, what happens here in the movie is it turns from our nice meadow, it starts to get darker, and suddenly we're in Jurassic Park.
Yep. You're going to see one of those spitters come out.
Yeah. And they're getting lost, and one of them says, you ever been out here before?
No.
He goes, no. And I'm like, so why are they here?
Exactly. They never cross the field of flowers. But they
And
get
this is effective filmmaking here, Eric. I have to say, this chase scene, the way it's cut through the trees, them running, I'm like, this is William Friedkin is behind the camera. Like, I can see the pieces here of a good filmmaker. You know, I can see this.
Yep.
here.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's, yes, I agree. And then they all three of them stop and they're like, oh, and they see that big ass tree that we saw earlier. Think about this, Art. If Beaker from the Muppets turned into a tree, that's the vibe I'm getting from the visual on this tree.
Well, it's in bright daylight now,
Yeah,
the tree. It's
bright.
not in our...
It's not even like...
So kudos to them for doing this in daylight. And there's some things that are going to happen here, which are... We'll talk about it, but...
This next scene, just so you know, I previewed... I haven't seen the Guardian before. I previewed it. I said, I'm going to watch this and find out if I want to spend time on it with Art. This is the scene that made me say, oh, okay, all right, let's do it.
Okay, well, let's get into it, because they come up on this tree, and my first thought was, so does every druid has a tree?
Yes, facts.
The trees travel with them wherever they go? Like the tree travels, or does the druid travel? Like, is this
it's like a squirrel? You got a certain area that you can hang out in. So I think the druid's got to hang out in that area.
Well, knife guy, grease guy, Kaneki, he hears the baby crying. Mm-hmm. So he goes over the tree, and then we see Camilla kind of pops up
out from inside the tree, like this nook.
From inside the tree, yeah. It's really quick.
Oh yeah. And he punches her in the face.
Oh, it's brutal. Like he pulls her out and he's like, we're going to have some fun. And I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Then it gets weird too, because what's his name there? Your biker beard guy. He's way too into finding the baby. Like what did why would they see? He's like, ooh. I was like, oh, they got like, what are these guys gonna like? They're gonna bring it home and raise it.
Just come out here to murder somebody if they came across it and a baby?
No, like they adopted, and it's 3 men and a baby.
Exactly. But it is brutal, and he, like you said, she's got that sweater that you can see a little midriff, and he kind of moves it up with the knife, and then he cuts her. He cuts her stomach. But then the tree attacks. The tree attacks.
What? Yes. The tree attacks. The branch, huge branch whips out and takes our bearded guy's head off, but not head off. It explodes his head in glorious graphic gore. I went, what?
In bright daylight, I should say. Yeah.
I mean, just like it was a watermelon, exploded. Oh my God. Oh, but I want to point out that the guy you probably said that, the guy cut her stomach.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nasty. Yeah. So nasty. But this supersedes that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, so we're seeing the branch or roots wrap around some guy like it's a big python and start crunching them, like squeezing and crunching.
Yes.
Yeah. It moves. And it's all practical effects, which William Friedkin on that director's commentary said that's what he likes. It's practical. Like he made, like he wanted practical and very, very light on the optical effects on this. I was impressed with some of the stuff going on here, Eric.
It was good. Yes, it's a little poltergeisty, right?
And one guy, it seems like it would be comical. When I just tell you, it seems like it would be comical. He goes into the jaws of that beaker mouth of the tree, like you said, but then he gets crunched, and the blood and the gore. It's like, so
he has his hands out and his hand gets chopped off, like just eaten and gored. Yeah. I mean, it's really something.
Like I said, when you're describing it, you would think it's sillier than it is. It comes off pretty good with these effects. And then
our knife guy, he's running away. He tries to take off, but he gets pulled by the roots. Whoa. And he's made it, I think he's made it some distance. So this tree's got long ass roots, right? And it pulls him back. But his leg gets ripped off, right? And the nanny is just hanging out on the tree now. No problem with the baby.
She's lounging, just chilling. And she's sort of more interested in the baby than all this carnage that's going on around her. Because then one guy gets like a root shoots up from the ground.
That's
or something.
Legless guy, knife
legless guy right through the center of him.
But it's like it's a shard. It's like a sharp, and his body even pops up. He's like, whoa!
And then the wolves come in.
Yeah,
Wolves
we're not
come in and
done.
start tearing somebody apart.
They are eating the headless guy's neck.
Yes.
I mean, you're like, what? We went from creepy owl and scary wolf to like Evil Dead. This is where Sam Raimi would be in his element right here.
And this is one interesting, as an aside, Eric, this is what was interesting to me watching this movie the first time. When I was watching it, I was saying, oh, I can see why Sam Raimi would be in here. But I'm like, William Friedkin's not doing too bad of a job here. But Raimi, I think it would have been a little on the more funnier side. I don't know.
It would
like
be
a little more campy.
Shocky.
But here's the weird thing, Eric. When Raimi was signed on, they weren't doing the druid tree thing. So this wouldn't have been what the movie Raimi was doing. That's what's so confusing to me. It's so interesting.
And also what's interesting is our star, Camilla, she was like, couldn't we just do it without the druidy supernatural stuff and just make it like a psychological thriller? And both the guys, like Friedkin and the other guy, I forget his name, were like, yeah, that sounds good. And then the producer or the people who were making it were like, no, we're keeping it.
Well, Eric, here's the funny thing. We talked about Hand That Rocks the Cradle earlier. They said, we can't, the American public isn't going to go see a movie where it's just a psychopathic nanny, like just a sociopathic nanny. That's too scary for them.
Crazy. This is not believable. They won't. The women with the babies are going to come see it. You like that's going to happen. But it's not even done, Art, for no reason. The body gets engulfed in flames. What? What does that have to do with anything? First of all, I'm like, why is this guy on fire? Is now the entire jungle forest on fire?
So I want to check in with you here, Eric.
Please.
So watching this, when you're watching it on the whole, where are you right now? Where are you? What are you thinking?
I am thinking, one, okay, we're covering this one just for this scene. And two, what am I watching? What kind of movie is this? I did not expect the gratuitous gore. I thought that she would have been cut by the guy, and then I thought that she was going to kill them. Yeah. Like with like she was going to just kill them, break their necks or something. But I did not expect killer tree gore. So I'm right now going, great, what's next? It's going to be an awesome thing next.
So how about a dinner party?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just kill it. Let's kill it with a dinner party. And all we're finding out in this scene is that the house builder, Ned, has hots for the nanny. He's like,
he's kind of relentless, I have to say.
Oh, yeah.
He is on. He's
even goes up in her room.
Yes.
He goes
up to her room from the dinner party, and he walks. Does he open her door? No, he doesn't. He knocks or something.
He knocks or it's open. I don't remember.
And she's tending to that big wound on her stomach. He catches her in that, and she's like,
doesn't quite see it. But what I thought is funny here is everybody's half naked in the movie, but yet she's wearing a white thing, and she didn't take it off to tend to this gaping vertical wound. Why?
Because the bandage she has on it is covered in blood.
Oh my god! But yet not the outfit. It's pretty good right now.
Yeah.
And it looks.
He asks her out. She gets he gets shot down. He
but
basically
she also,
is
did you know she pulls? It looked like it was a scab, but it looks like a piece of like bark. She pulls out.
Yes.
I didn't know what was going on there at all.
Yeah.
So he gets shot
odd
down
and it's really quick.
Yeah. She's got an appointment with the doctor tomorrow.
So people go home, right?
Yeah.
From the dinner party, and the baby won't sleep, right? So dad's going in there, and all of a sudden the mobile that's over the mobile that's over the playpen starts to go by itself. It turns on by itself, and the
more
dad's like,
he's shirtless. Just everybody. More importantly,
and he turns around. It's Camilla's coming into the room. Yeah. So does she have powers, Eric? Telekinesis, telekinetic powers, I guess.
Something's going on.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're
'Cause
starting
we
to
didn't
think.
see anything
Okay.
before. You're thinking that the mobile went on by itself. That's
Yeah.
what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
Mhm.
And, oh, she's here. Yeah. And she's very sexy.
Yeah,
And not
she
that
is.
I do this, everybody, and even Dwayne, if you're listening, which you are, I have to say that Dwayne just sent me a text and he says he's very uncomfortable with the one he just saw, which I imagine was Lair of the White Worm, the one he just listened to.
Why would that make you
He
uncomfortable?
says he thinks that I'm choosing films because of the breast content. And I just
That is not true.
I just want to point out that we're getting a lot of naked hot guy in this one.
Yes.
And I'm enjoying that equally to some degree. So Dwayne,
yeah. But Phil,
so you know.
Phil takes a pill.
Yeah.
Phil takes a pill and goes to bed.
Yeah, a pill. What? Why?
I don't know. Valium, does he need it? I don't know.
I don't know, but he's in bed, shirtless, and it's that shadow thing again, and then
but there's
looks like a shadow of a woman now popping into the frame.
Yeah. Did you notice the shadow of his head on the pillow is like Jay Leto? Did you happen to notice that? His face, for some reason, the moonlight is casting a shadow of him, and he has a gigantic chin.
Oh
and
my god!
It looks like, you know what it looks like? Is remember those McDonald's commercials with Mac, the moon, half moon singing? That's what his profile looks like on the pillow. I couldn't unsee it. It's weird. But he's gonna have a little freaky sex dream.
Sexy time.
Sexy, yeah.
Were you? Did you have your earphones on during this scene?
I did.
Okay, because I thought of you.
Because there's a lot of the vocals are. Who's saying that? You're like, wait a minute.
But
who's the?
Not even that. It's the looks like his wife because it's got a ring on it. Her hand is caressing his. He's not hairy so much in the chest area, but his legs and his stomach. And it was like this. Ready? Here you go. That's all I could hear. Like, do we
was
need
intense,
that?
yes, because I had headphones in, so it's like
I'm just giving it to you in case you. Like, do we really need to hear?
It's almost like ASMR, right? It's like
He's touching. They're touching the chest.
Yeah, and so we just see a hand is touching him, and you're like, his wife is next to him in the bed.
It's got to be his wife because of the ring.
It's got to be his wife because he's in the bed, and then he starts making out.
I think
with
it's called
whoever it is.
Sex art.
Yeah, and there's moaning with him, but it doesn't sound like his wife. The moaning doesn't sound like his wife. Yeah, it is his wife. It is his wife visually.
Yeah,
but the moaning doesn't match.
And there is I'm not counting them, that there's another boob here, but it's very brief. So just saying, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yes, I looked and there was a boob.
His wife is straddling him.
Yes.
And
sexy time.
He's looking at her midsection, and it is visually, filmmaking wise, I think this is done well because you can tell he's looking like, I don't recognize. This doesn't seem the same. This isn't the same. Yeah, and then
but there's also a little. If you're looking, it took me a while, probably my second or third viewing, because I was distracted. But just below one of her breasts is what looks like a birthmark. It's red, but it looks like a symbol. It's a weird.
Yes.
You don't even know what it is. Like a birthmark.
The first time watching it, I don't even know that you picked that up. Unless you're looking on a really, really big movie screen, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you mentioned that because it's going to be mentioned later. And then I picked it up on another watch too. It was my fifth or sixth of this scene.
Yeah.
This is another scene that William Friedkin talks about on his director's commentary, believe it or not.
Really?
He based it on some filmmaker who does a lot of nude visual stuff about sex and things like that. So
but
he went into detail
weird.
on this one.
Still haunting because they're both sweaty. But you know what? He realizes it's the nanny.
Yes.
But it's
looks
a
up
dream.
and it's Camilla. But then, it's not even just that, Eric. She starts riding him and the sexiness drains out of her, and then it almost reads like she's, I want to say, raping him.
Yeah,
like it really is aggressive, and she has like a more of a meaner expression on her face, and it's and then
Yeah, it's just a dream. Wah, wah.
Just a dream.
You know what's
Yeah.
great, though, is when you have a dream about your hot nanny, the best thing to do is have an awkward morning meeting.
Oh my gosh.
How was your sleep
next
last
day.
night? Ooh.
And you can tell he's a little disconcerted and he's acting strange towards her. And the way she's acting, Eric, do you think she knows? I was trying to figure this out on my second watch.
Yeah.
Did she send this vision to him and she knows the vision happened?
That's my
I was
guess.
trying to pick up on it.
That's my guess, but I don't know why. Because if she has some nefarious goal, why is she invading his dreams? Unless her dream is to take over the family, we don't know. But what I do know, Art, is she reminds me here of the actress who I like so much from American Werewolf in London.
Oh, Jenny Gutter?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I thought, I bet Jenny could have been cast in this just as well.
Yeah. And this is Jenny Seagrove. And this actress, it's interesting. Looking her up, Eric, she didn't really go on film-wise to do much after this. But she's London stage. She's worked right up till, I think she's still working today. She works a lot in London on the stage, but she also does TV over there and stuff too. So she's still working, still a good actress and doing stuff. But yeah, so does he overhear her say this? I can't remember, Eric, where she says, she talks to Jakey, the little baby again, says, "Can you feel it, Jake? In a few days, your blood is pure."
Yeah. No, that's for us.
He doesn't overhear it,
because
right? Phil?
He'd be like, he would go, wait, excuse me, what did you say? What did you say about that? But the kid, put some clothes on this kid, okay? Put some clothes on the kid. And I also point out that in the bedroom, the kid's bedroom, remember the mom was painting that tree thing? Mm-hmm. It's a completely different painting now. Completely and utterly different. It looks like that forest scene, that old painting. My wife would know what it is, where there's a jaguar, like a jungle scene. Like, what happened? Did she repaint it? I don't like this. I'm going to paint some creepy panther eyes in the bed. That's what first thing I would do is paint horrific eyes in a kid's bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we're going to cut. Camilla's getting dressed up, and your first instinct watching this is like, oh, is she going on a date? That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, because she's dressing really like date style. And
but she says she's going to Melrose to go shopping.
She's just going shopping. And I heard you had something wrong. She's like, why did they choose this? She goes, no, it was just a cyst. Like, ew. Like the mom is the wife who's hardly in this right now.
Yeah.
They're talking about breastfeeding all the time. And then the cyst thing, I was like, oh, ooh. But she decides to go for a walk at night. Mm-hmm. And your favorite architect is coming back. Yeah.
So Camilla leaves. Mm-hmm. She's all dressed up and she heads out. And the architect shows up, Ned. And our mom here, Carrie Lowell, is like, "Oh, you're interested in Camilla? You should go get her. She just left." And it's kind of fun dialogue. He goes, "No, I'm late for this concert." She goes, "Late for what? Late for Camilla? Go get Camilla." I kind of
get her. And
like
he's
that.
got flowers.
I think she improvised. It felt like an improvisation. That actress.
I would have liked to have heard more of that. It sounded real and great.
I kind of would have liked more of Carrie Lowell in this movie.
She's
you
not
just
in
mentioned it a few minutes
She's
ago.
Not in it.
Yeah, they're really focusing on Phil in these early parts, like it's Phil's movie. But I wanted more of her.
I did too. Mm-hmm. And she's walking down the road. So Camilla's walking down the road.
Ned is following her in his truck. Yeah.
In his truck. And he can see her in the road. And when we see her, it looks like she's in a commercial for like Pepsi or something. You know what I mean? She's walking. She's kind of enjoying the breeze, and there's way too much breeze and weird lighting. So I was like, what? She's somehow enjoying, like really over enjoying the night.
And she said she was going to Melrose to go shopping. Like, how far out? Like, how? Yeah. Like, where is she going? So she sort of walks off the road. She walks off to the side and goes into the tree line and walks out. Yeah.
And Ned decides he's going to follow her. And I don't know if you noticed this, but there's this fence. It's a chain link fence with barbed wire on the top of it. She's on the other side of it, walking through a field or whatever, and he has to hop that fence. How did she get over it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you get a weird shot of a frog jumping with a worm in its mouth. What was that? Is that
and
what,
it's in
Pilot
slow-mo.
or
It's in slow-mo.
oh, that's Holt.
That's
the
Holt.
frog.
That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, there's Holt.
Gotta mean,
But I'm like,
something.
what is this? He's like, did he jump in from the set of Frogs?
Right. Yeah.
What's going on?
It's like, oh shit, wrong
Am I
movie.
supposed to be scared? I was a little confused
Yeah,
there.
slow-mo
And also,
frog.
he's following her. And you mentioned just a second ago, Eric, there's a lot of lighting in here where I'm like, where's the light coming from? Where's the moon? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why is she backlit here as if there's 3 trucks over the horizon with their headlights on?
Yep, they're doing
Did you notice this?
excavation.
Okay.
It's like nighttime. They're changing out the pipe.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make some spooky stuff, but it wasn't quite working for me, the lighting.
No, because it's a
as they're going
typical
through. Yeah.
movie. Some movies you'll forgive it, but other movies you're just going, you only did this to make light coming out of nowhere. So
Yeah. And he follows her, and then it's I was a little confused what we're looking at here. It was like a little pond stream, but there's like almost like she's under a waterfall, but I was trying to figure out
no, they were
where the water
they were
was.
trying to be artistic art. There were tree branches coming down, and so we couldn't see her full nakedness while she's standing in this brook bathing, I guess.
So was she picking up water and
Yeah.
dumping it on herself? Is
that
okay.
part too,
okay.
yeah. But I don't know. You know
Okay.
how in California there's all these mini waterfalls.
Yeah, well, that's what I was wondering. I couldn't figure out the logistics of this.
I don't know. But she disappears. He looks at she's
Yes,
gone.
like flat out disappears. He's watching, and we get to see his expression, Eric.
Oh. But at least Art, he didn't go, she's gone. She's gone. Where did she go? I should look for her. We didn't get that. That's good. But he makes it to the creepy man-eating tree.
Yes. And we get another shot where I kind of like some of this stuff, Eric. When they show these wider shots, I'm like, this is a cool image. She's lying naked on the tree's lap, I guess you could say. Yep. And the wolves are circling around at the bottom like wolves. And then they cut in and she's putting the water from the stream on her wound or something. And she's
not
right?
from the stream, Art.
No, it's coming out of is it coming out of the?
Yeah.
It's coming out of
the tree's butthole. Yep. Water.
Yeah.
That's all I'm sorry. I don't know why they chose this look, but they could have done anything, but it looks like a little cat pucker.
And then I wasn't sure on both watches, Eric, how I'm feeling about this next part. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
In my opinion, they're not selling. They can't sell it because it got too, they didn't have to make, what's happening?
Let's say what it is for our listeners. Branches from the tree start caressing her body. Branches like kindling type branches. Yeah. They're not big. Not like the branches that tore those other guys apart.
Oh my God.
These are more delicate branches.
Yeah, except for the one that looks like a hand. Mm-hmm. And I thought, do we need that one? We don't need that one. It just seemed a little silly is what happened.
It was on the border. I felt like, this could work if there's something. I think you put your finger on it.
By
them making it into a hand.
I branched it. Yeah.
You put your branch on it. By making it too much like hands, they lost the magic of what could have happened.
Yep. The little twigs, curled twigs, healing her, whatever would have been good enough, but they had to put the whoop.
But then we start to see she sort of starts to become barkish.
Yes.
Like her skin, her face starts to become like it's bark or something. Mm-hmm.
Yep. But while he's watching this, he's spotted by the wolves.
Yeah.
The wolves see him. And he runs
They're
away.
nasty wolves. They're good. I like them.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like the wolves from like Beauty and the Beast.
Yes. Yeah.
And
they got kind of yellowish eyes.
But
what's that?
Apparently, when you run from wolves, humans are apparently a lot faster.
Well, he is hauling ass, I have to say.
He's got a ways to go, Art. Remember how far away that tree is? And he hops the fence and the barbed wire.
But he grabs the barbed wire.
Oh, my God. Everybody
didn't hurt him before, but...
They're
Yeah.
a bloody mess, except for Camilla. Everybody ends up don't go in the woods. Moral of the story, you're going to get effed up.
Yeah. So he runs like a man possessed. I guess he doesn't use his truck.
No.
Which he had brought his truck there.
Yeah. Or did he?
But he just runs.
When he
No, because he was following Camilla, remember?
Yeah. But
He was
so you're
fo-
telling
yeah.
me he sees his truck, decides he's not going to get in it, and he
I guess
runs
he
all
didn't
the
get
way
in the
back
truck.
home?
He ran all the way home.
Yeah.
Because he's at his house suddenly, and his house, like every other house, is glass all over, windows everywhere.
Yep.
Runs in, takes a drink first.
That's what I would do.
takes-
If I
takes
saw
a
a
drink
woman
first.
turning into bark, I'd probably take a drink first.
And Eric, he's, like you pointed out, he's effed up. He's got blood on his face. He's he's already just messed up from the woods and everything and the barbed wire. He starts calling the cops, most useless 911 possibly in the history of movies, but we've seen some bad ones, you and I, on there. But
This one's pretty pathetic.
they keep asking him his name. How do you spell that?
He's like, no, listen, send somebody, get somebody over here. There's wolves.
He says coyotes, though, which I didn't like.
Did
I'm
he
like,
say
they're not
coyotes?
He said coyotes,
Well,
but these are not coyotes.
but that's
these
what you
don't
would
look like
think.
coyotes.
It's L.A.
that's what you'd
Coyotes.
think. Yeah. But the police are telling him that's impossible. And I'm like, I live in California. There's coyotes all over the place.
All
It's
the
not
time.
impossible at all.
Yeah.
Amanda and
walk
I hear them at night screaming like banshees.
Yep.
It's-
Don't walk the canyons at night. Then at dusk.
Yeah.
But
So
the wolves are at
what
the
is
house,
cool?
right?
What is cool about this is because of the windows everywhere, while he's even on the phone, you see the wolves in the windows pacing back and forth, looking for a way in. So they're sort of always in the background of these windows. I like that. I thought that was cool.
Yep. Here's what I didn't get next was that was scary. That's what I want from the Guardian right now. So I love that he's trapped in a cage in a sense, and the wolves are outside. And then I don't know what the point of the phone call is because he tries again, the phone is dead, but then he tries again, the phone isn't dead, and he calls and he leaves a message.
Yes,
for his newfound friends that have the baby.
Right?
Right?
That's the first person he calls. He just met them a little bit ago.
Yeah, and
the first people he calls, well, I guess because he saw Camilla.
Yeah,
and so
that makes sense because he's like, "Hey, Camilla's so crazy. What happened in the woods?"
Yeah.
And then the phone goes dead again.
I couldn't figure out if the wolves were cutting the lines or
The
something,
wolves are
but, like-
outside gnawing. That would be awesome. You see him. Oh, they get.
Yeah, so it's very clear. We hear on the message machine, he leaves a message, don't let that woman back in your house.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Yep. And then he has
But he has a gun. He goes in the bedroom. He has a gun. No shells, though.
Nope.
No shells.
Where do you keep the shells? Oh, in the basement. And the wolves are in the house. And what I love is he has the shotgun, which is useless. He's up against the door. He sees a wolf that came in through an open window. And then we get The Shining, except Jack is played by a freaking wolf.
But it did seem to me, they cut really quickly so you don't see it. But I'm like, it did look like clearly a guy with a wolf puppet like going like, arr, arr, pulling on the door. But they do it well. It's okay. They cut fast out of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you held on to it for a split second longer, you would see that it's a puppet of a wolf biting on the door.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. Do you want to point out, Eric, when he left that message on the Phil and Kate's machine, they were showing the apartment, their house, and did you notice a little stuffed dog on the floor that had been by?
Lots of stuffed animals, yeah. Nature.
So he's going to go outside. Now he's outside. Little hair raising because now you're like, ooh, he's outside with all these wolves around, and he's sneaking around the house to get back in.
Yeah. I don't get that because there's wolves in the house too. But then he sees Camilla. Is she on the fireplace area?
Yes.
And she's sitting in a weird pose, like cross-legged, but knees up.
Her hands over her eyes.
But she looks different.
It's a creepy image.
She's a different color. She's like
it's like
brownish.
It's almost like she has ash on her or something. Like, right?
Yeah,
that type of a thing.
Yeah, ash.
And then I don't like this. I'm not liking this.
What, that she goes, you shouldn't have followed me. That?
Yeah, and then it has this reverby, echoey effect on it. I not liking. I didn't
I
like
agree,
it.
Art, because we know that she's something supernatural. So do we need to hear her voice change?
Yeah,
I think it
I
would have
didn't
been
like
a lot
it.
creepier if she said it
Mhm.
with her regular voice. Yes.
I don't think she needs to say anything at all.
Not at all, but we're too stupid
Yeah.
to know that he shouldn't have followed her.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He goes downstairs into his basement, remarkably unfinished for this
He's
architect's
still
house.
doing work. He can't stop. He's an addict.
But he's got shells down there, right? He's got shells down in the basement, so he can load up his rifle. Mhm.
Yeah.
And the door opens slowly at the top of the stairs, and he points that rifle up there. He's like, if you come down here, I'll blow you away. But there are wolves in that basement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're back to Gorefest because they tear him up. And so much, not just tear him up, but they eat his hand. His hand gets severed, and they're like,
yeah, they're fighting over his hand.
Yeah.
It's
But Art, tell me what happens here. So he's dead.
yes.
And you see his feet, right?
Mhm.
So he gets dragged away. Then what happens here?
Well, there's like her hand, I think we're supposed to. It's like it goes like because he was calling on the phone, remember?
Yeah.
And there's a blood stains on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And her hand goes whoosh across the phone and the blood stains disappear.
With a whooshing sound, by the way.
Like yeah. And I'm like, are we in sci-fi now? Is she an species or
Right.
something? Like, I think,
What
because she
happened?
looks a little like that. And then we see her pull his body and drag it out of the frame, but then the blood under where the blood was, that goes like and disappears.
Art,
I'm not liking that stuff. I'm not liking
You
any of
nailed
that
that
stuff.
sound effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reminds me of a short film we were in where we made something disappear. We both in it. World's next top superhero.
I wasn't in that one.
Oh,
but you were.
no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish
I
you
saw
were.
it. I saw it.
But
But I
there's the
wasn't.
sound, same sound. Whoosh.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. So what? So she has a power of she's the
cleaning up after the crime.
right. She's a wizard.
She's the anti-CSI. Like she's the CSI's worst enemy.
Exactly. Yeah. And then we get our shirtless dad once again.
Yeah.
Thank you, shirtless dad.
Next morning,
Yep.
there's a woman on the machine saying, "Hi, I'm Mrs. Sheridan. I really need to talk to you about the Guardian Angels Agency." It's just some woman calling, and then he starts to listen to Ned's message. I'm sorry. He starts to listen
God
to
damn it, Art.
I know. Why do I want to?
Just
But
call him Skip.
well, he doesn't skip this message, but he does get interrupted before
Yes.
he can finish listening to it. Mhm.
Yeah, Camilla. Something's wrong with the baby. Jakey.
Yeah. Mhm.
This as a dad really pissed me off because when they show the kid, she's holding the kid and like, oh no, he looks wrong. He looks a different color. He does look a different color. And she's like, maybe he just needs some fresh air. The dad's like, take him to the doctor. And she goes, no, I don't think he's 4 weeks old. He's gray. Thank God the dad was like, hello, we're taking him to the doctor. He's going to leave the gray baby to go. I think he actually goes to see the person.
Oh, that's right.
Who called him.
He's going to leave his gray infant child
Yep, with a person who
to
just
go
said,
see a woman
"Nah."
who just called
Yeah.
on the phone. Some
Yeah.
strange woman.
And the wife
called home.
is nowhere. She's painting another room, I guess.
And also what I wanted to ask you, I have in my notes, is he was starting to listen to Ned's message and she interrupted him to tell him Jakey was sick. That's incredibly convenient that Jakey's sick. Did she make Jakey sick to stop? I was really confused as to
actually
the
don't
timing on all
know.
of that.
I don't know why the child ends up being sick for some reason. I don't.
Yeah. I don't think it's actually ever explained. But he goes to visit this woman and we see suddenly it's that house we saw at the very beginning because I recognize the name of the mailbox, Sheridan,
Yep.
on the mailbox.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
beautiful dog house they have outside or whatever that was. Was it a mailbox? Big ass mailbox. And
Yeah.
she is she's giving him the skinny. She's like, you know what? I my child got taken at 4 weeks and disappeared with this nanny that we had. We can't find her or the baby. And it might be the same person that's at your house.
Yeah.
And she's saying everything's fake about her. And she also says, and this has happened before.
Yeah, because she got a list. She engaged a private investigator and got a list of all the clients, and she's been calling them, and it's happened to other people because it wouldn't be in the news, Eric, that 4-week-old kids have been going missing, and the nanny has been disappearing.
Yeah, every 3 months.
We wouldn't see anything. That wouldn't be like a national news story at all.
Or if she's taking babies and she's got hooked on this one tree and the tree doesn't move, does she go town to town with the tree? Like the tree's like blah, 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 and moves, where she takes it in a U-Haul. It's a lot of babies missing.
And then also she's telling him, and he is, I don't know whether he's in denial or she's about my height. She had an accent, European or English, gray eyes. And he's like, what color hair?
Yeah.
She's like brunette or red or reddish or brown. He's like, okay, my nanny has light colored.
Yeah, you nailed all the other things, especially the eyes. But can't. It's all too hard for me to accept, he says.
But he's saying this out loud. Eric, he's saying the things out loud. Up to this point, you gave the movie kind of credit earlier that they were.
Yep.
Now he's like, did you see this? He's saying, it could be her, but maybe she would have changed her appearance. He's saying these things out loud with the woman in the room.
Art, it's your stage aside. He's going down stage right and being like, I don't know. I'll have to ask again. Let me do it.
Yeah, it's very,
this is
very
where
weird.
He turned from dad's doing the right thing to he's not. Because if she told me this information, I would go, holy shit, what? Let me
pick up the phone, call home and tell your wife, get out of there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And, unless, of course, I saw her naked a few times, I might pause for a minute. See, Dwayne, it's just, that's not a Dwayne. I do.
Eric you see the creepy kid from the beginning is here. And what has he got there? He sees the Hansel and Gretel book, Phil, at this house.
Yes. Oh, our creepy 5-year-old. Yeah.
Creepy 5-year-old is there. And he's like, do you know where my sibling is? Or something. And then the Hansel and Gretel book. And then Phil's like, this can't be true. This is the melodramatic play. It can't be true. She takes good care of our baby. And the woman goes, she took good care of ours as well.
Yep.
And
what I love is the kid who's in the other room, like he's a full room away. He's full on listening to this conversation. And our little creepy stalker kid goes, does she have a mark on her stomach? And my first thought was, how the hell did the kid see the mark just below her left breast?
Yeah.
I mean, what? Was she walking around the house? Look at my little birthmark there, creepy kid.
And here, Eric, this is where you and I talked about earlier. I said, it's kind of hard to see that mark early in that scene that we were talking about.
Yeah.
And so you would have, I think on your first watch, you might not actually connect it like what they're talking about there. I think my first watch, I didn't. I actually thought, how does this little kid know about the wound the 3 guys gave her? That's what my mind did. I don't think I realized that.
It should have been bigger, Art. Whatever it was, it should have been a tattoo or something. This thing is it's not even a half-inch square.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
So he hauls ass home, and he goes back home, and he's looking for Jakey and Camilla. He starts listening. Poor Ned's message never gets through the whole thing.
No,
it's like he starts Ned's message again, and he gets a little further into it, and it gets cut off again.
Yep. And then he tries to call Ned, and it's a busy signal. I just want to point out that when they show a shot of the crib and the baby's gone, the baby's gone right now. Those 3 stuffed animals are in the exact same place that they were at the beginning of the movie. Give me a break. Knock them around a little bit, will you?
Maybe it was filmed on the same day.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But so he goes to Ned's house.
Yes. Yeah. Because Ned's such a good friend. Such a good friend.
Well, the message.
and
I guess the message we could.
Well, yeah, the message. You're right.
Like Camilla's nuts.
No trace of him. Phone off the hook.
Still swinging.
I didn't notice that.
It was still swinging.
As if it just happened.
Right. Or it's one of those perpetual tung, tung, tung things.
But there's no blood in the house,
No.
Eric. It just looks like he just disappeared.
Except for that
from here.
gash
in the door.
on the wall.
No, there's a gash on the wall, which I agree with you. I wasn't sure that was something we would have. Did she miss that on her cleanup?
Right.
She's like,
forgot.
shoot, I missed that hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I did notice here too.
What?
There were a lot of cacti in this house.
There is, yeah.
Inside the house.
Yep.
That I was noticing. Yeah.
But
and then all of a sudden, is it an owl flutters away?
No, it's a bird.
It's a bird.
Bird
Okay.
jump scare.
Bird jump scare. And we cut to Phil running like he's Tom Cruise running back to the house.
Super.
He's got the arms pumping.
And it's California 80s, probably. Like, it's hot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Right.
This time when he makes it back to the house, he hears this. He hears Camilla say, "It's time, Jake. Don't be afraid." And he sees Camilla with the baby still with no clothes. Did they not buy this kid any clothes?
Yeah. And he finds out she didn't take him to the doctor. You're like, I can see your face. You would have been like, get the frick out of my house.
Can
right?
I have my baby for a second? Bye. Bye.
She says, we went to the zoo with the naked baby.
The zoo?
She took the naked baby to the zoo.
Yep.
And they had to get a bus back. And she said, the baby had a good time. And I did like this dialogue, Eric. He goes, of course he had a good time. Babies always have a good time.
He has a good time lying on the rug. He has a good time
I like that.
pooping his pants.
It was good. That was good.
It was. He was, but that helped me to be like, okay, this is the frustrated dad. And finally, the mom gets involved. She's done painting the other 7 rooms of the house. And she shows up, and then he plays the recording for the mom. And answer me this question, Art. Why didn't Camilla erase the message?
She knew it was on there.
She's magic.
Yeah, why didn't she wave her hand over the answering machines?
Something.
Oh, it doesn't work digitally. It's only for for blood and stuff like that.
She can
And
only
she's
do
like,
nature stuff. You nailed it. That's it. She can't do shit with technology. Shit.
She's got to take it down to Radio Shack or something and pay the guy some extra money.
Please. Pay no attention to what it says.
But yeah, no, so he hears that and she's just saying, I have no idea what that person's talking about. They're crazy. I don't know. And he confronts her about the Sheridans. And he's saying all of her references don't check out. He's been calling them all day. Then she says, like, we have to know that this is weird. Like I said, I think this is just in parts of another script, Eric. She says, I was recommended for this by another person. I was recommended by Arlene. Remember Arlene?
But the woman at the beginning that got killed. And the only way we would know that is they show us a quick cut of her bloody face.
On that cacti or that aloe plant.
It's like, oh, that's who she's talking about. Why?
But the way they do it is as if we as the audience are going to go like,
she killed her too?
With that pothole? Like, I guess. I don't know.
She did somehow. She's got all these powers that she's not using.
Yeah. I will say he's being pretty rough. He's
oh my God.
Phil is like, you're packing your bag, man. He rips her suitcase out. He starts throwing things in
her.
it.
But to be honest, those dummies should have checked the references day one. Well, these are all your references. Let's check them. They're like, no, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Because he's like, there's no number that exists for these people. There's
you're a neurophysicist. Oh, cool. We won't check that.
But then let's get back to which we talked about earlier. Something is wrong with little Jakey. Like,
she's looks like the baby's not moving. And it was really good
Mhm.
because it looks like a real baby. I think it's real, but
Mhm.
not moving at all. And finally, all of a sudden he has a diaper, by the way. He was naked like a couple minutes ago. So is there another nanny? Did Pie Wacket put a diaper on him? I'm just wondering. But see, now has the diaper on. And they bring him to the doctor. And all I have for the doctor is like, do we need this scene? Do we need the
we
doctor?
like watch a whole examination. I have to say, kudos to the doctor. I wonder if he is an actual physician for like a pediatric doctor.
Yeah.
Because it seemed very realistic, but I was like, wow, they're really how is he? Has he been like that for a long time? Has he been going through the whole thing with them? And then he's saying, I don't know. It could be meningitis. It could be, he lists a whole bunch of things that it could be. And okay, here, Eric, you might have been thinking the same thing as me. I'm starting to get a little vibe in here. I'm like, is this going to be like a Rosemary's Baby thing where this doctor is also in on what's going on? That was creeping in for me, but spoiler alert, everybody, no, it doesn't seem like that's
just a doctor
part
scene
of it.
and another POV of the baby that's asleep. So we're getting a POV of the baby that's unconscious?
Yeah.
Just checking. But now, you know what? Jake's
And
awake.
then-
Baby's awake. Oh, he's okay now. He's got little monitors on him. He's fine.
Yeah, Phil goes to get. Well, what is interesting is they do show the mom. Kate is praying, and then the baby's better. So I don't know if they're talking about like religious stuff in here. I don't
the
know.
Wicker Man.
Yes, I didn't know if they're playing around with those things in some draft of the script. But so Phil's like, I'll go get the doctor, and he leaves. Kind of a good shot because Carrie Lowell, Kate, is looking down at the baby, and it's a long shot. And when she steps to the side, you see in the curtains behind, there's Camilla.
Yes. There's a weird light change too. And is she in a nurse's outfit or the dad's
I was
shirt?
like,
what is she?
Is that her? I thought nurse's outfit. And I'm like, does she just have that? Or did she kill a nurse? Or did she sneak in
But
and
it wasn't
get
a
nurse's outfit?
outfit?
It looked like it.
Because
It looked like
everyone to the plot that what she's wearing.
but it is distinct. You're like, okay. And she just, it's kind of creepy because she just says, I couldn't leave without Jake. I need him. It very calmly and kind of creepily, right?
Yeah, he needs me and I need him. And then she's slowly taking the little monitor things off the baby and getting ready to take him out of the little crib thing that he's in. And my thought was, why doesn't the mom just haul off and punch her in the face? Instead, she's like, no, stop. Like, what?
Right, yeah.
That mom would take her nails and just be like, get off my baby.
Yeah, because they kind of save it for Phil. Phil comes back.
He's not doing a damn thing.
Yeah, Phil comes back and they call it, he just hauls off and backhands Camilla. Like a backhand like you see in the comic books, Eric. Like a big whoosh across it.
Yep.
And he just smacks her.
Yeah.
And
she said something like, he'll have eternal life through me. So that's, I would have smacked her too. Like, shut up. What do you get at? And so they grab the baby and they leave, right?
Yes. Camilla kind of takes off. And they take off and they go through the parking garage and they get in the car and then they're hauling ass on the car. But the visual is funny. They show the dashboard with also the lights of LA, Eric, as they're driving. And it looked kind of like when you're in the movies and the people are going out on the town and they show the neon lights coming up like Stork Club, Paradise Club, everything. It just, for some reason, I just thought of that. It's like,
I was just thinking baby danger. That's all I was thinking. I'm like, you guys are. I know you're trying to get away from Camilla, but what? I imagine they were driving to the police.
No,
gotta
go. They're going home. They're going home where Camilla knows where they live.
Yeah. And there's a crazy.
So even if this was just a psychological drama, Eric, with a no supernatural.
Yeah.
Like, why would you go home? The person knows you live there.
You go straight to the police station.
Right.
But no, there's crazy wind going on too. So I'm thinking, does she control the elements?
Or the trees or the druids, and I don't know.
I don't know.
We're not learning. For as much as this is a druidic movie, we need a Dr. Loomis like from Halloween to come in and give us a monologue.
You have the power of Mother Nature, the power of the wind.
Like we need somebody. We need somebody in this movie. I know you and I laugh at it sometimes, but I felt like in this movie we needed somebody to tell us a little bit about the lore here. I felt like, at least at me. Yeah.
Well, we got at the beginning, Art. Those two paragraphs at the beginning of the movie should have cleared it up for you.
I mean, are we going to see a good guardian at some point? Or
that would be awesome. Good guardian comes in and goes, "You've been bad." She has a dueling tree. She has another tree.
Miguel Ferrara is the good guardian.
Miguel, and he's got his own tree, or he's got a bunch of bushes. Like he's got an entourage. Bushes. I'd like to see that. But they go back to the house and there's wolves everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
And then I'm a little confused. I get a little confused here because they're outside the house. The wolves are outside the house and roaming around. It's scary. And she says a line. She goes, "They want the baby."
Right.
So he takes the baby. Phil takes the baby.
Yeah.
And in this moment, I just was confused as to how they figured this out.
I
and
have
what the plan was. What the plan was here.
Nope.
Because
I got nothing for you on that.
Takes off into the woods.
She says, "I'll meet you at the entrance to the woods." I thought to myself, why is he taking the baby into the lion's den?
Yeah. I felt like there was something missing, Eric. There's some piece of this movie that's missing where they have figured out what they need to do or something, because I was baffled a little bit.
Me too.
Yeah.
He leaves his wife to the wolves, like 500 wolves, and he's running in the woods. And let me point out the woods with the chain link fence and the barbed wire around it.
Yes.
But he is now there.
Yeah.
Can someone explain that? Is he magic too?
So she goes in the house to get the car keys,
which they already had.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love is they just wanted to show that little rubber duck. That's the only reason why she went to get the car keys, because there's a little squeaky duck in the bowl.
What's his name?
Oh, Flippington. I don't know. Cosmo. Giggle Smuck.
So he's going through the woods. They've amped up the wolves howling on the soundtrack. It sounds like there's 500 wolves in that woods.
Why is he running?
He's running really fast. People like running with babies in this movie.
Oh my God.
Like
the water.
Yeah, he's running through the water. And Carrie gets a car key, so she takes off in the Jeep.
But the wolves get there. They're trying to get her in the car and they smash the window. Yeah. I love that they added this. She runs over one of the wolves' heads.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So she gets out of the house, the home area, and she's tearing ass down the road. And then Phil sees Camilla coming sort of in the moonlight.
Yes.
And I will say, so.
What are you laughing at?
No, I don't know. I don't know about this, Eric, but she bashes through the gate with the Jeep.
Yes, the mom is going crazy.
Kate, she's driving that Jeep like she's a professional Baja racer.
Yeah.
Because that Jeep is jumping through over tree trunks, and it's going all up, and she's tearing ass, and she's running. So she's parallel in the Jeep. She's going like 90 mile an hour in the Jeep, but she's parallel to Phil running with the baby.
Yeah,
and it seems like they are going the same speed.
Yeah.
It seems like
Phil's like kind of Tarzan speed right now.
But behind Phil, this is what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
She sort of, Camilla sort of flies up in the air and is floating towards him through the trees.
Yes.
How's that playing for you? Good? I was on the fence. But
I wanted more of that because they hid those wires so well. She is just floating towards him. And I thought, okay, this is going to be amazing confrontation right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, okay, this is it. This is the final confrontation. We're going to see something happen. But I like the supernatural. I'm like, if we're going to go all in, let's do it now. We already saw a tree kill 3 guys from Greece, so let's go.
Yeah. And so she's flying. Phil gets to the tree area, and Camilla just casually kind of grabs a branch as she's floating by. She cracks off like a branch.
Okay, is
like
that what
off
happened?
a tree? Yeah, she cracks like a branch off of a tree, and she comes in to Phil. She flies down to Phil, and I think she's going to stab him with that branch. Is what it looked like to me.
Because
that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
to me.
I know, because we want to spend as much time as we can on the Guardian. Is if she is a nature guardian, so you're telling me that she flew by a tree and cracked off a live branch?
That's what it looked like to me.
Is the guardian of that other tree now going to be pissed off and come to her tree and be like, what are you doing? The hell? You just took a branch off my tree. Look at it. It's crying right now. Solaba, what the hell are you doing? Are you one of those evil druids? Because we're moving. You know,
exactly.
But it looked like it was made out of bone. I thought she's holding a big old
it did look like yes, when she's standing there, it looks like a bone. But remember, Kate is coming 900 miles an hour in that Jeep. Yeah. So.
Yeah, she hits her with the car.
Where's the baby and where's Phil when she comes tearing through? I was a little confused about the geography here. Because she takes out Camilla.
Right.
Camilla flies sort of into the tree, and then she's like, bah.
Yeah.
Like, she's just, she's dead.
But that's true, because she was on top of Phil. So the mom would have to have driven straight into the car.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the movie. Everybody's dead.
Car goes into the tree.
Yep.
Car flies up.
Everybody's dead.
So now my first watch through, Eric, we see her dead, and I was like, my thought, probably like yours, was like, oh, that was kind of that's the climax? It's over?
No.
That's what I...
No, I knew. No.
Oh, you knew you had more to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know exactly what was happening here because we cut to the police station.
Oh, no, not before we look at the tree.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you.
Don't want to skip that.
No.
Yeah.
They look at the tree, so Camilla's dead there on the tree, and you start to notice in the tree there are babies in the tree. It looks like carved babies in the tree, but they're sort of raised up baby faces.
Yeah, picture like Freddy Krueger's stomach when he like opens it up. And but the baby, so she apparently has been doing this for a long time and giving babies to the tree to help her and the tree live.
Or is it all for the tree? I don't
know, because they seem to work together. And
is she timeless? Or is she immortal?
I don't know, but she's going to run out of babies because the rate she's going.
No, I know. How long is a cycle, Eric? She keeps talking about a cycle, and how long is the cycle?
If it was every 10 years, I'd believe that, but she's like every 3 weeks, she's looking for another.
Like I said, we needed somebody to be our Dr. Loomis, for better term here.
Yeah, they go to the library, like the Santa Monica Library.
Yeah, on the microfiche, trees. 1880, babies missing.
Druid sacrifices.
The original novel, it was definitely that the way it was played out is she was not supernatural, you think, but it's great in the novel. What they lay out is because she looks like, the way people describe her is they're like, she must have been a college basketball player because she's 6'1", the nanny, and very striking. And she, in the end, it devolves into like just an all-out battle, like Misery style, between her and Phil in a snowbound cabin. That's what it is. But she thinks, or maybe she thinks she's a reincarnation of people over years. And that's why she does this every few years. She takes a baby, or she's insane. And you don't know if she's insane or she really is, because she seems supernaturally strong. That was the novel, the source material.
And why not stick with that? But no, you know what? We're adding killer trees.
Yeah.
And Pyewacket.
So now we're going to the police station, right? We're gonna, and I'm thinking, Eric, like I said, I'm thinking right now, this is gonna be the police station wrap up, like the end of Psycho, I guess that,
Oh, it
you know,
turns
I
out
didn't-
she's been doing this a long time.
That's what I thought was going to happen. But instead, we got the dumbest policeman ever or the most unhelpful policeman ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
But we learned they never found a body there.
Nope.
They never found a body.
And he goes, you
And-
said she flew through the air. And the dad's like, I know how that sounds. And what I love is the cop goes, do you? Say that thing about the man-eating tree again.
And he said, you saw the babies in the tree. And the guy goes, you mean the carvings in the tree? So
did they go
So it's not like
there?
the babies disappeared. So I guess they went there. He said, we photographed every inch of that place.
The carvings.
Yeah.
Funny, it looks like all the missing babies' faces, but no, it's just carvings.
Yeah. And the cop says, so the cop said we didn't find a body.
Nope.
And he says, I don't know what I can do to help. I don't know how I can help you.
You know what the best thing to do, though, Art, is if you're the couple, is just go back to the house and pack. So that's what they...
Well, it seems like he has a plan. He's on a mission. Because as soon as they get home, he pulls a chainsaw out and he starts walking across the field towards it. I'm very confused about the geography of this whole neighborhood.
I do not
but I
know how far that tree is in the woods. I don't. But they were at the police station during the day. And when he's walking there with the chainsaw, it's getting dusk. And he leaves his wife with their baby who's still naked.
And I'm gonna have you a solution, Eric. Like I said at the very beginning, I said we just needed more establishing. When they were in the beginning and they're having all that stuff that you're saying to yourself, skip, while she's pregnant and she's doing all this. Have things like have the finance talk. Can we do this or not? With them having a walk through the woods around their house. And they see the tree but I guess the druid woman brings the tree with her. Is your tree not going to be in your neighborhood? I don't know.
I don't know if that tree moves or not. I mean, it moves, but does it migrate? Yeah. We don't know. They do have the cutest...
The way you said it moved, I'm just thinking of it having a musical number. Yeah.
It is a cute shot of the baby. It is the cutest shot of the baby.
Yes.
And the mom's like thinking it's over.
And there's a moment here, Eric, where I couldn't tell on both watchings. I thought, do we hear the mobile start? Is that what we hear in the soundtrack?
Yeah.
We hear the mobile
I think
in
that's
the other
what
room.
It is because the mom is freaking out.
Yeah.
And putting that together, it's got to be the mobile. Why can't we
mobile?
It's the mobile. It's the mobile.
But little misdirect here, right? She opens up a closet because we see a closet door and we think, oh, Camilla's in the closet. Does the old trick, Eric. We've seen it a lot. Camilla's not in the closet. She's in the corner. Behind her.
But it's not quite the Camilla we've seen.
No.
And I wanted it to be scary. Was it scary for you?
I wouldn't say scary, Eric, but I thought it was good. Mm-hmm. I thought there was something eerie about her sitting in that corner.
Yeah, she's just
because nobody puts Camilla in a corner.
Nobody.
Eric.
No. This unpainted room. But she's like
nobody puts Camilla in.
She's got a bark bikini on or something. It's like her chest is covered with bark and her face has got bark on it, but she's still mostly human. And I guess behind
it's kind of Mystique-like, we think of Mystique later in the X-Men type of thing. Yeah.
But behind the scenes, they did ones where she was like full bark monster. And the director's like, nah, more person. And then they did it again. He's like, nah, more person. And then they got this. Yeah. And she has that creepy voice that you probably love.
Yeah, see, like I said, I like the creepy that she's sitting in the corner, but then she has that voice when she starts talking. I need the child before the blood changes.
Yeah.
And it's all amplified. Yeah. And so I was like, oh, no. It kind of ruined the moment for me.
It's very Evil Dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's swallow the soul.
Yeah. So I think it could be scary. I think it has potential. Makeup and that stuff.
It could be. And her in the corner was creepy. But Dad finally makes it to the tree. And remember our tree who took out within 49 to 79 seconds 3 dudes.
Yeah.
I mean,
and now
the tree pulled no punches, right?
Well, there's a punch here, though.
Yes.
The tree does get in a first whack.
But the
We'll
time
say.
the tree hit somebody in the face before, their face turned into pulp. And this
You're
one,
correct. Yes.
he just
Yeah.
knocked
This is-
the dad down.
You're right. It took the guy's head off before.
Is the tree toying with him?
Maybe it's at the end of the cycle and it's a little weaker.
Maybe.
I'm just I have to guess because the movie's not telling me.
Nope. But he's got that chainsaw.
Oh, yeah. And Friedkin is very proud of this effect, the stuff that's going to happen next.
It's a good effect. Reminds me of Sleepy Hollow with the tree with blood in it.
Yeah.
But he starts
They had
cutting into that tree with the chainsaw, and there's blood spurting out.
Yeah. And they worked really hard to get this part of it done right to look good.
Yeah, and it's practical, so it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's pretty proud of that.
But
And there's branches and roots wrapping around Phil. But like you said, we saw it basically tear those guys apart before.
Yeah.
But Phil seems to be able to hold it off a little bit.
yeah,
I
either
guess.
the tree must be drunk or, I don't know what's going on because it is not good at killing this time.
No.
And
no.
when the branch wraps around him, you can see that it's a little rubbery here. It's a little
Yeah. Not as good as the other ones
No.
before. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So then, back at the house, Kate is running around the house trying to get away from Camilla. And Camilla we have another shining through the bedroom door. And Camilla's kind of cracking the door open.
Yes.
And everyone's a music stink.
I
as she's ripping the parts
like these cuts. I don't know how you feel about it, but the door is one of those doors where it's got blinds, like wooden blinds.
like slats. Yeah. Slatted. Yeah.
And every time it cuts, she's like smashing one. So did you?
She's a little Terminator type
Yes,
now.
what?
Like she's a little like species Terminator.
Yes, that's
in that
what I
realm.
had. I'm like, she's the
Yeah.
Terminator. She's just got no expression. But I like the quick cuts back to it. It made it like weird.
I like it too, and I like the sound that's doing. And they're running around this house, this cool house, and it's really like I said. We're seeing the trees outside the window, and they're running.
Very windy now.
It's very windy and stuff like that. So, but back at the tree, he's really laying into that tree, and now the baby's at the top of the stairs. So Kate has run up to the top of the stairs, and the baby's still, like you said, in a diaper.
And a diaper, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she lays him down. So the baby's on the landing at the top of the stairs, and Camilla and Kate are fighting on the stairs.
Yep. And when the dad's cutting into the tree, and then he goes for the tree's soft spot, which is its butthole.
I did not put that together. And now if I ever watch this movie, I'll never not see
it. Could have been a gaping hole or a broken.
Yeah.
It is a butthole. I see it every time my cat jumps off the couch.
Oh my gosh.
But
So,
when he does
yeah.
that, the face of Camilla it gets sliced open and she's bleeding.
Yeah, so she's now starting to get affected by what he's doing to the tree.
Yeah. So is that why he went over there, or because we don't know what?
I think he went. Did he go over there just to cut the effing tree? I don't know. Like I said, I just felt there was something missing where he talked about.
They
it.
don't have a friend. Clearly, they have no friends. Remember that dinner party?
Well, they did, Ned, but he's gone.
But they could
They
have brought
made
the
one-
baby over to somebody's house, and him and the wife go to the tree. But no, leaves her alone.
Yeah. So she's fighting, and then he cuts a branch or a root off, right? Does he cut a root?
He cuts a big
And this is
branch
good.
off.
This looks good.
Yes.
And back at the house, Camilla's leg comes off as if a chainsaw cut it off.
Yes.
And blood spray. It's a blood spray
It's an
on the screen.
explosion of
It go-
blood. Yeah.
And the leg kind of goes flying off to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then the
So then,
tree, he couldn't have cut this is a massive tree. It's like 6 feet around. But the
Yeah.
tree topples like it it falls apart, right?
Yeah, well, throughout the movie, we haven't really mentioned it. There's a few shots of the tree where it sort of leans forward, and you think it's doing that again, but it actually topples. I think it goes all the way over, and at the same time, kind of Kate pushes Camilla through the window at the thing, and Camilla crashes through the window. It's a good stunt, and falls outside.
I don't know exactly.
What happens?
But she gets pushed out the window, and then, in my opinion, there's an explosion of unknown origin. I think she explodes into a bunch of bark.
It wasn't the tree.
No,
it
seemed like she exploded.
She exploded. I couldn't tell if the tree was exploding or she was exploding.
I think the tree fell.
Okay.
And then when she was pushed to the window, I guess they both exploded. You know how trees explode when they die? We had a tree last year. It was on its last leg and it just exploded. Just buttholes everywhere. It was terrible.
And then let's just cut to the last image. He's back at the house.
But he looks like Ash from Evil Dead walking, right? Doesn't he look like Ash?
Yeah. He's got the chainsaw. He embraces her.
Yeah, they got the baby.
So her, little Jakey, and then they pull back. And here's the themes all coming together, Eric, and the visual motifs. It pulls back from inside. It goes outside through the window. And we just see there's all the encroaching tree branches as it pulls back. And Pyewacket's there. Pyewacket the owl.
Our owl.
Not the stuffed animal, the actual owl. The actual owl looks at them. Because it's got that head that can turn. It looks back at them, looks at us, looks back at them, and then looks back at us. And I'm like, is this like the end of a Burt Reynolds movie where he's like, and he's like,
doink, 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 doink.
I just wanted the owl to raise his eyebrow a little bit and go like.
That'd be great. We raised one eyebrow and went, whoo-hoo, right? But no, that's the last shot.
That's it.
So
that's our end.
Yeah. And I know you probably have some questions. Everybody probably has questions right now. But the questions are, what does the owl have to do with anything? Where were the wolves? Why weren't the wolves tearing at the dad to get him to stop the tree from
And also, there's parts of the movie where you get the idea that she turns into a wolf, too. She can turn into a wolf. I think that's part of her skills.
I don't know, Art. I didn't even get that. But she has so much mad skills. She can fly. She can control the weather. She can make things disappear. But she gets her ass kicked.
And Eric, with all of her powers and the way she can move and the way she can do this, why does she have to infiltrate families as a nanny? Why can't she just sneak in and take a baby
at the last
minute when she wants to?
She sets a timer. She's got a calendar week 4.
Yeah.
She goes in when she just floats in, takes the baby, floats over to the tree.
Right.
Forget the walking, stuffs the baby in the tree and then goes to have lunch. She's
making it way too complicated.
My God.
Like, I see, like I said, the movie has a lot of it's the bastard son of 1,000 script ideas. Is what I would say, right?
Yeah.
I think there are just a lot of ideas that people had. And Jenny Seagrove, who plays Camilla, has said in one of the few things, like Eric and I pointed out at the beginning of this podcast, there's a lot about the Guardian that we don't know because people just don't even talk about it who are involved. And the only thing I think Jenny Seagrove has said is that they were just constantly rewriting and changing things. And like you said, the makeup, and then it's going to be a treat. And she was like a lot of us, I think you and I are saying too. She was like, let's just make it that I'm a psycho nanny. Right. That's what her thought was. Like, I'm just a psycho nanny.
The husband, killing the neighbor.
Right. But I'm not against Eric, the supernatural coming into it at all. But make it about this neighborhood or the tree. And you have this architect, Ned, who built these houses. Make him involved. Is he a druid? And he built this neighborhood, right?
The whole neighborhood is involved, and every 50 years, not every 6 weeks, whatever.
So,
it was. Just
like I said, my mind goes in a lot of different directions and sort of coming up with ideas that they could do to help this, but instead what we get is sort of this mishmash, and then we're just not caring. Like Ned, we have this whole interlude with Ned and him getting killed, but he wasn't established in a way where we're going to care or anything like that. And we need somebody to guide us through this with what the lore is that's going on here, what she's doing.
Because if she has that much power and can kill the potential nanny, we don't know that. This could be, we clearly were both like, meh, but this could be a fantastic movie if it was maybe reimagined and they didn't go with this. The gore, I loved the gore. It's just completely unnecessary, but it made me talk about it on a podcast. So,
but that's okay. The gore for me, if that's the movie that it was, and we occasionally get the gore and the attacking, or maybe the tree gets closer and closer to the house. I don't know. As like we see the tree, wasn't that tree? That's weird. The first time we saw that tree, wasn't it further away? I don't know.
That's what you got there. The tree it starts the roots coming underneath the house. No, really, that would be really cool.
So like I said, there's just a lot of missed opportunities, and I just felt like and it had some pacing issues, and like you said there, and then the people just start doing stupid things near the end. You're like, oh, okay, they have 2 climaxes, and they have all of this, and it's a shame because I think Jenny Seagrove, the actress playing Camilla, is good for this. I agree. In either way, she would be good in the psychological thriller, or she would be good in the supernatural one. She could play that either way. It doesn't exactly split the difference, but I just ended up feeling like I just didn't end up thinking this is a movie that I wanted to spend a lot of time with. Yep. Even though there's elements that I like, it's not enough. Here I am with my recommendation, Eric, is you don't need to spend time watching The Guardian.
You do need to see if you can find the tree attack scene. That's what you need to see. You're like, what?
And there are some cool images. There's some cool imagery with that tree.
The wolves are so cool. They had all those wolves, and I wanted it to be more. So I guess I don't know whether we're recommending movies or not anymore.
Yeah.
But I would say if you had fun listening to the podcast and you want to see, babies in diapers throughout the movie, freezing their asses off. If you want to see killer trees and then buttholes, then but if not, then
no. For me, it's pretty clear. You can. This isn't a must see. This isn't you have to see this movie. It's you're not going to get a lot from it. We had fun talking about it though, Eric, and it's too bad. It's William Friedkin, R.I.P. But I just feel no. But we don't have a rating we can give it. Maybe good for him at this point, Eric. But
I'm going to scrape my chin in frustration and ASMR because we do art. I'm just so mad right now. Scrape my face. We have a
rating system we came up with. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't remember our rating.
What is it?
It's 3 out of 10 wood druids.
Oh,
yeah, that's not that great because the other ones I was thinking of are probably inappropriate. 3 out of 10 tree butt holes, or a big fat 0 butthole tree. It's big.
Just a tree butthole.
It's just one big old tree butthole. So when we go on for future stuff, we could get to 10 wooden buttholes. We know it's a good movie.
Just to finish up, Eric, listening to the director's commentary, William Friedkin was like, and I just look at it. I make movies and I look at them and I'm looking at this. He goes, and whenever I make a movie, you don't know if a movie's going to be popular or not. When I was making The Exorcist or The French Connection, I had no idea that those were going to be on it. So when I look at these movies that I've made, he goes, I look at them and I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, I don't see much different. I don't see a difference between The Exorcist and The French Connection and The Guardian. And I just look at them as, movies I made. And I was like, Mr. Friedkin, William, Billy.
Can I call you Billy?
Can I call you Billy?
Great, but come on, buddy.
It was like, yeah. So I'll just leave you with that.
Wow.
Okay. Eric.
That
But that was it. We did it. We did The Guardian.
we sure did.
All right, Eric. Well, I've had a great time talking to you about The Guardian this week, but we want to hear what everybody else thinks about The Guardian. If you checked it out, please let us know. You can reach us at midnightcinemapod.com. Please subscribe to us or rate and review us on any of the podcast platforms. We're out there on all of them. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, we're out there. Eric, I look forward to next week. But we'll talk about another movie.
Okay.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I mean, hey, I'm sorry. There's a naked nanny taking our newborn. I should have told you.
Oh,
Hey, put that
Eric,
baby down.
I'd stay away from
Wait, there's
her.
a couple wolves out there.
No, wait, Eric. God.
Wrong agency.